clarify that we have death. Don't freak out. We have death and
oh no. Oh, I gotta sleep tonight. Jesus.
Oh, she's gonna tell me I was molested.
At least you're not dying, dude. Jesus.
Yeah, I didn't pull death with you yet.
You are a nothing.
You're not even doing okay. You're not even doing kind of good, dude.
Imagine being such a nothing that a homeless guy breaks up with you.
I want to kill him.
I want to crash a plane into your head.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah, hold on. That's like,
hold on. I'm standing up.
You miserable, mediocre nothing. You nothing.
What? No, I'm not doing it. Fuck that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I almost started. I was like, "What's so good?" No, fuck that. I did it last week. I'm not doing it again.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
How about we don't do it?
Ever?
Yeah. How about who gives a fuck?
Let's try it on today and see how it is.
No, I thought about it the other day, dude. Like most podcasts I listen to don't plug their shit right up front. Like they just talk, and then they do it at the end, obviously. But like,
I heard the best way to stand out is be identical to everyone else.
Yeah, but the best way to turn away people is to right in the beginning of the podcast be like, "Hey guys, come check out our thing and buy our course." And it's like, why don't we just not be gay? Fuck.
God damn it!
With that's GEY.
We're getting kicked out of Twitch in no time.
Nah, because this shit'll be deleted anyway.
What will be deleted?
The Twitch VOD. It deletes after 2 weeks. Remember?
Did you just say VOD?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Oh, dude! All right, real quick before
it's video on demand.
Yeah, let me tell the story real quick. Then I'll do the intro and a regular. Can you shut up for 5 seconds, dude? I was in the mall today, right? I was just walking around, being in the fucking mall, minding my own goddamn business.
What are you, 14?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna get to that in just a second, dude.
Goes to the mall.
I'm walking around the mall. Oh, what happened to kids? What happened to cool kids? Where did all the cool kids go? When I was young, and I can't believe I'm getting that old. When I was young, you could tell which high schooler fucked at least 2 of the hoary cheerleaders and passes a football. Like, you can tell. I look at these anemic motherfuckers now. I can't tell. Dude, I used to fear kids who were between 6th grade to 10th grade. I would fear them because if they started making fun of me, I had nothing. I couldn't beat the shit out of them, or I'd be doing life in prison. And in the words of John Mulaney, like, they would say things that would hit you to your core. Like, they would joke about
you be thrown in prison.
If I beat the shit, like, I was afraid of them at my 20s. I was afraid.
Oh, you're talking about once you were out of high school.
Yeah, I was still afraid of these fuckers because, like, they know how to get you. But these kids nowadays, dude, I feel like they would say shit to me, and I'd look at them like, I don't even know the definition of what you're fucking talking. Like, you sound like a fucking flamingo. Like, get off 4chan and Reddit, you nothing. Like, Jesus Christ. All right, let me do the intro though. Hold
on. Wait,
yeah.
Okay, I don't get to talk now, huh? You just say a piece and then do.
Well, that's what happens when you show late.
I wasn't late. I was on time.
No, you weren't on time.
I was literally on time.
Were you here for sound check?
For sound check? I don't need a sound check. You only need to do it once ever.
I was hoping to God I would get away with that.
Yeah, I keep my levels exactly the same every week.
Nah.
No, see, I don't know. Around here, like my mall, like none of the quote unquote cool kids went to the mall. It was always like the nerdy weirdos, like the mall rat kids. I mean, they would still get laid and shit, but they were like a different scene. They weren't like jocks, you know what I mean?
The hoary girls used to go to the mall, though. There's still, but now there's not even whore girls at this.
Hoary girls, not
there's
like
just there's just fat chicks at the mall. Which hoary girls are you talking about?
I don't know. I haven't been to a mall in fucking a decade, to be honest. Once Amazon came out, I was pretty much done with the mall. But
all right, I'm saying this one last time. I'm gonna just say it just to get it over.
Open?
It's always open.
Well, no, because like
because
yeah,
because it's chess club.
Well, I don't like saying it because it's like one of those fucking words that like Google will like send an agent to your house if you say it.
You can't say. What do you mean? Which word?
No, just don't say it.
Say what?
Say the chess cold word.
What? Are you not allowed to say that word anymore?
I mean, you're allowed, but you'd start if you're not CNN, you're getting fucking shadow banned the second you mention anything about it.
Why? That doesn't make any sense.
Because
you don't
fucking
get
YouTube's trying to take over the world, Whitey. I don't know why. Because they're fucking weird.
If I brought a black plague, no one's gonna try to shut me down. But if
Ebola, whatever
if I bring up the flu times 2, all of a sudden people are throwing darts at my neck.
fucking malaria.
All right, guys. What's up, guys? This is Whitey and Gem with producer Dual Wield, and this is the Nothings Podcast live, obviously, on twitch.tv, always at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Follow us on Twitter for, this is fucking gay.
I hate
this.
it.
I almost said the word. This is fucking, this is gay. I don't care. No one's gonna shut us down. Fuck them. This is fucking gay as shit. Follow us on Twitter for updates, Instagram for clip. I'm done. I'm fucking done because, dude, we get more views everywhere else except for Twitch. So Twitch, I love you guys, but you gotta let me say gay. Instagram for clips, and I don't mean gay as in lame. I mean, I'm sucking cock while I'm reading this. Instagram for clips, TikTok for much more, plus balloons. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel and subscribe on Google Podcasts or follow us on Spotify and Stitcher to listen back to every episode. By the way, our guest today, Jem, you're going to love this name.
We have a guest.
Yeah, her name is Irish Gypsy Psychic Tarot Reader. So she checkmarked every box.
Yeah, it's good for SEO, you know.
she's been playing the SEO game since like the 90s or whatever. But she's a psychic who does tarot reading, yes. And me and Jim are clueless, so we're gonna ask her a bunch of questions starting at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Hell yeah, dude! I always wondered what like tarot cards were, dude.
She better tell me what she better tell me what my dead grandfather's thinking. Like the second she comes.
Oh, is she gonna tarot us?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I'm kind of scared, dude. I don't want to know my fate.
Is she a terrorist? Is what you asked?
No, I said, is she gonna tarot us? Like, is she gonna do our tarots?
Would a psychic be a good person to have at terrorism headquarters?
Yeah.
Would it?
Gotta know when the I don't have a joke for that, but you always psychics always it comes in handy if they're like real, you know. Lottery. In battle.
In a battle.
Yeah, terrorists are in battle.
Real quick, do you like the buttons that Duel has right now for the template?
Oh, I wasn't even looking at the watch page, to be honest with you.
It kind of takes away from the bars, you know?
No, I hate it. I told you before, I hate the placement. I love the look. I love them the way they look, but I hate the placement. It's way too big, and it's too much. You know what I mean? It's too much yellow and fucking green.
Maybe I think dude, hold on. I like the yellow and green and white. I do. I think the opacity, if he makes it less and really makes it bleed in where like you'd have to like look and go, oh, I see that. That's cool. However, keep the text that opacity because that's not getting in the way of the bars. Fair?
I actually
just to try it?
No, but I actually love the graphics. I just think it needs to be like 1/18 the size it is. It's like dude, the fucking moon right now. It's like the sun.
You didn't see it in the beginning. He had little ones in the bottom middle that I actually liked more. Dude, I liked the little ones that you had. Those little medallions. They were like,
too big. It takes away from the rest of the template. And we have no names.
Why is
you're roboting, by the way?
Yeah, why do you sound like
I'm roboting?
I can't believe this. This is just off the rails.
Bitching at me and you coming with subpar.
Am I roboting now?
This is why you get here early for sound check. Sound check. Yes, you're right. Sound check.
What was my network or something?
How many hot chatter?
Wait, remember that thing it would do when you would hop into the live stream?
Dual, no, just do that thing that you had last week. Remember you had those little ones that were even darker green and yellow or something like that? Just put that. Yeah, you had little ones in the beginning last week.
When I first started putting them in?
Make it like half that size that it is right now.
No. Dual, how bad is your memory, Dual?
No, what are you talking about?
He's a stoner. Dude.
These haven't changed at all from last week. I haven't finished the new ones.
You are a stoner, though.
Oh my God, you are just sitting on the couch with a bong, and a fucking bag of Doritos.
Well, at least I'm fucking here and I'm not phoning in through a toaster. Anyway,
he's hosting the.
I haven't changed these yet. I haven't finished designing.
I can't believe he's telling me this. I can't believe he's telling me this. Dual. Please, I'm begging you.
These are the exact same ones from last week.
Stop talking, please, for 2 seconds and let me explain this. Last week,
you had. God, who cares, Whitey? What do you guys? Nothing else matters about the past.
Put the cardboard 2 down, please.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude, you do sound like you're on your fucking phone in the submarine.
You know what it sounds like when
Really?
you talk through like the cardboard
Yeah.
tube of
What
gift wrap?
Yeah, Gem, this is why you gotta come to sound check, bro.
Even if I came to soundcheck, it still would have fucked up. It didn't.
No,
fuck up
it would
until-
have fucked up before we went live, and then we would have been
No, it
able to
wouldn't,
fix
dude.
it.
We're like fucking. What are you
Gem,
talking about? Like 8:11.
Can
It's
you get
11
out?
minutes in.
Can you get out of space for 5 fucking minutes? Holy shit!
Hop out of the stream.
Me?
No, Jim, stop watching the outlet.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He said hop out of the stream because that's usually when you have problems.
Yeah, no, that's what I just did.
I think it's
All right,
something
can I-
about the way your
Yeah. Can I
audio's
say this
processing.
for 5 seconds?
No, but
I
before,
just
hold
need
on,
5 seconds.
No, because
I haven't talked once this
wanna
entire episode.
You've been talking the whole time, dude. Just make it half the size it is. Put it in the middle, in between the things, and we're good. We don't
Jim,
need to fucking
us
talk about it
arguing
for
about the
years.
have to be able
podcast,
to
we
read it.
should have started this 3 years ago because this would have been the whole podcast for 3 years. Us arguing about the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want it like this.
No. See, because he doesn't
Yeah,
understand
but I
what
can't
I'm
even
saying.
see
'cause-
it now.
Yeah, I'm
I
done.
just don't
I'm
care.
done. I don't care. Yeah, I stopped caring.
Let's do. How about we do this off, when we're not talking?
Yeah, like in that millisecond before time that you come on and then the podcast starts.
Dude, I
Let's
could
do
have
it
talked.
then.
I could have talked to you anytime if you wanted to talk about the fucking cards.
Since
I-
Whitey
I-
can't manage to finish a sentence, I'm trying to decipher what he wants.
No,
see.
because Jem won't let me finish.
Just make it half the fucking size.
that's
I don't
what he
care
means
about
by
the fucking
darker.
opacity.
I think
I
that's
care
what he
about the
means by
opacity.
darker.
No, Duel. All right. I'm saying this. I'm saying my piece because this is gonna drive me nuts. Last week, Duel, in the very
Doesn't
beginning,
matter.
you had
Doesn't matter.
very little ones.
Nothing about.
I'm
nothing
trying to
matters.
listen.
He's
Nope.
not trying to listen. Neither of you guys are taking this seriously.
I'm
right now.
staring
I
at
hate
your
it.
avatar. with
We're
bated
not
breath.
taking it seriously. Yeah,
Just keep it like that.
Go
There,
back
right
to the
there.
mall.
Duel, just keep.
I don't know why I said it like that.
By the way, so we went to the store to get these candles, which smell amazing. I think it was called Bath and Body Works. It was like Bed Bath and Beyond's retarded cousin, and
Dude, I
everything's
love
more
Bed Bath &
expensive.
Beyond.
Oh, how
It's like
good is
one of my
Bed Bath
favorite
and Beyond?
stores. Oh my
It-
god, I was
to-
just there the other day getting dishes and like a little dish like rack.
We're fucking old.
Yeah, I don't care though. I fucking love it. It's cheap prices, good quality. Like the store's nicely everything's in its own section. I like it.
Yes, and they basically frisbee 20% off coupons to your location. All like just 24/7. Just take it. Just 20% off. Everything's 20% off.
I didn't know that.
You've never had a Bed Bath and Beyond coupon before?
I don't think I've ever used a coupon in my life. Like not
Jesus.
once. I'm not like, what am I fucking 80? What am I fucking on food stamps? Dude, I don't need coupons.
You're one of
Save
those.
20 cents on a box of mac and cheese. Oh, it adds up. No, it doesn't. I used to work at CVS and we would get these people that would come in with a fucking book of coupons. Like they had to have spent an entire afternoon assembling all these coupons. And I'm like, you spent all that time to save fucking $2.30. Congrats.
Why do you take so dude, I can say
I'm
oh,
not
wow,
talking about you. I'm shitting
You
on
are
old people.
I know, but you brought it as
Yeah.
if I said it. I was like, fuck, Bed Bath and Beyond ships you a lot
No,
of
'cause
coupons. That's all I
It bums
said.
me out that you use coupons. That's all.
See, that's the thing.
And it's not coupon, it's coupon.
I use what?
It's coupon.
I use coupons.
No, it's
at,
coupon.
Can you stop saying that? Oh, by the way, that Emma girl,
No Q.
that Jersey girl with the black and white hair.
I'm in love.
I'll suck her fart out of a telephone line and spit it on your forehead. I
Oh my
mean,
God.
Jesus Christ.
She's great.
Oh my God. What?
She's-
Cool. Why are you interrupting this?
Duel knows who she is. She's hot as fuck, dude. It's
Yeah.
just the accent just doesn't do it for me. I'm not into the accent at all. It makes her
Because
sound
I
like
was
she's fucking 50.
Because I was from Jersey. It's like, this is amazing.
Yeah, but I'm from Boston. I hate Boston accents on chicks. Sound
I
like
don't
fucking
know.
retards.
Maybe you're gay. All right. But to be fair, we can't keep saying this. We have to be adults.
I mean, I
on
said it once
Twitch.
by accident, and then you went on a fucking tirade. I didn't know. I was
Because
letting
they boxed me in. They were doing a full court press.
Yeah, you just had to dunk one on them.
Another thing. Well, I got like a couple I got actually a good amount of little things. Do you have anything you want
I
to
do.
talk about?
Yeah.
Like that will take up some time or what's up?
Oh yeah.
All right, let me just mention this one thing. I'm going to get a cigar, right? At the cigar shop. And I walk in there and I have my mask on. So the guy's not wearing the mask. I didn't care. I don't care. Like, I don't care about that stuff. I didn't say anything either. So
Did
we're
you judge him?
No, not at all. I mean, I judged
Good.
him that he's this fucking fat old white guy that works at a cigar bar and his dog is there. Like, I judged him based off that. I didn't even need the mask to tell me this whole guy's life story.
So he had his dog there.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm like,
wait.
I know this guy.
I hate people that bring their dogs into places.
But he's the guy
So
that works
fucking
there, and
inconsiderate.
he's probably the guy that owns the place.
Yeah,
I
but people
didn't
are
care.
fucking allergic to dogs, you asshole. Leave your fucking dumb animal at home or in a back room or something.
It's his business, whatever. So I walk in there and I go, hey, listen, like, I'm still getting new to this whole cigar thing. You got any like flavored ones that aren't too heavy so I can, like smoke it between 20, 40 minutes, whatever. He walks. And then I told him, I was like, hey, bro, it's fucking hot in here. Like, are you cool if I take my mask down? I asked him that. Gem, give me
There's
an
no
answer.
way he said no. There's no way he said no.
No, he says something better. He goes, well, that depends. Like, hold on. He goes, well, that depends. Do you listen? What he goes? He's like, do you listen to the governor or do you not listen to the governor? And I looked at him like, bro, I'm listening to you right now. It's your fucking business. Can I take can I take the mask off?
What kind of riddle was that?
Yeah, and he goes,
You fucking Riddler?
yeah, and he just like he stood there like like I spoke in hieroglyphics or something, and I'm like, can I take the mask off? Yes or no? It's like, and he's just like, well, I mean, if you don't listen to the governor, then I guess you can. I'm like, okay, I'm taking it off. Like, Jesus Christ. And then I took it off and he spit right in my mouth. So that's the end of that.
I wouldn't
story.
have been surprised. I was
annoyed.
At that
I just
point.
like, give me an answer. Like, why does this have to be a side thing?
Yeah, what kind of dog was it?
Old.
It's gonna tell me everything. No, like what kind though?
Just
You said old.
it looks like a dog that's been there for 180
Like it has like
years.
white eyebrows.
Yeah. Like,
It's got those like gray hairs around its nose.
remember the episode of SpongeBob when they're selling chocolate?
Yeah.
It was the second one in the wheelchair
Oh,
that comes out. Like this thing, this dog died 8 years ago and no one told it.
Chocolate. I always hated it. That's funny. What kind of dog was it though?
It was dude, it was his name had to be Rusty or fucking Gone.
Was it like a big dog, a lap dog, like
Oh yeah,
smush nose?
you think this guy's gonna have a little dog, Jim? Based off what I already described, I know his entire existence. Like,
it's a Great Dane.
he drinks between Pabst Blue Ribbon, Busch, and maybe some Budweiser. Like, that's his life.
Yeah, remember when you used to think like cigars were cool? And then that's the guy. This was running the shop. The fuck.
Oh my god. So what do you got, man? Like,
I'm confuzzled by what he meant by the governor thing though. Because
that depends. You listen to the governor. Dude, I don't even know what the governor says. I don't
like,
care.
who'd you vote for? Huh?
Yeah, it was at that moment. It was really like, it was getting to that point where it's like, can I buy a cigar? Can I please just buy one? Like, please?
Stop the steal. It's like, all right, guy.
What does that
Your
mean?
politics.
Stop the steal? Like the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah. They won the Super Bowl, right?
No, but okay.
Oh no, that's what Jerome Bettis used to play for them.
I hate you.
Am I right? The Steelers?
By the way, so I was listening
Am I right? Stop fucking ignoring me, dude. Like I'm a fucking mirage in the corner of your room. Jesus Christ, like hitting tennis balls over to you. You're fucking just walking away.
Serve ace, serve ace, serve. Oh, that's 3 aces for Whitey. Well, Duel's over here messaging me 7 times in a row. These are what I.
Why do you guys always DM during the fucking podcast?
Because I'm yelling
just
at him.
Say
you won't. I tried and you yelled at me.
No, dude, stop. Like, do that after.
I'll
do it.
I'd rather you talk about it than
give
DM.
him what he wants instantaneously.
That's fair. Well, that's
no, I know, but dude, if you're DMing, that's like hanging out with someone and just texting the whole. Like,
that's what he's doing to you, Jim. Yeah, yell at him.
Well, no, it's not about doing it to me. It's just you're only half paying attention. That's why you're fucking walking away from the tennis court. Fucking stop DMing.
All right, Gem, what do you want to talk
Jesus
about?
Christ.
He's yelling
Mad.
at you like
Can you
you
throw
haven't been here
the-
for 30 minutes.
Can you throw the bottle cap
It's
somewhere?
a
Gem,
water
also?
bottle. No, I need because I'm gonna spill it if I don't put it back on.
Dude, you just like the main thing for this podcast.
Fuck the
is
cap. Stop DMing.
Well, fuck no. Stop the cap, and I'll stop DMing.
No, I'm not gonna stop drinking water, dude.
No, that you can drink
have
water
throat
without a
problems.
cap. Oh,
No, I can't because there's a full bottle of water without a cap on my fucking desk. It's gonna pour all. I'm gonna hit it. I'm going to knock it over.
Is your desk on a bowling ball? What the fuck's going on?
No, but I have long arms, dude, and I'm in the dark.
Are you fucking Gumbo? This is ridiculous.
Yes, I'm 6'1", dude. I got a wingspan of a fucking
Oh my
owl.
god. Owl.
No, I didn't have anything particular, but did you see? Did you see like the storms?
The storms.
Yeah,
That's what you got. How's the weather out there?
No,
that's your contribution to this podcast.
What, dude? Like half the country is without power in the fucking southern states because they can't handle a few inches of fucking snow.
Oh, that's their fucking fault, bro.
Yeah.
Like that blows my mind, dude. It doesn't take much to prepare for snow. Just have an emergency resource ready to go. Like, is your salt gonna go bad?
Yeah, have a car scraper.
Yeah,
you're pretty much good to go.
Oh my god, we don't have these things. We usually don't get snow. Well, that's like saying, oh my god, like my husband's dying and we don't have health insurance. And what, I'm supposed to like help you over here in another state?
Tell him how it is, Whitey. Tell him how you're prepared for dust storms and tornadoes.
Duel. I'm not gonna be.
You're always prepared.
Duel, I get it. You gotta speak to me because you're upset right now. But like
the tornado. No, that is a good point, but
it's not a good point. No one's prepared for a dust storm.
No, it's only.
You think if a tornado hit a house in Texas, the guy's like, I got this. I got the tools ready to go for this category 5.
He's making the point that we don't get dust storms, but if we did, we wouldn't be. But the thing is, if the dust storm was only like 2 inches of dust, I'd be fine. You know what I mean? Like,
could be freaking out.
No, they get a little dusting, and suddenly the city shuts down. Dude, I have no sympathy as someone who lives in the Northeast for people who can't handle snow. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I completely get it though. I'm like that out here. They get snow every year where I live, and they still freak out because they don't get a lot of it. But when they do get a lot, everybody dies.
Wait, so how many inches did they get, and how much of the world is out of electricity?
They got like half an inch.
They didn't. There's no way they got half an inch.
5.
There's no way that's all they got.
Dude, I drove to
Texas.
The other week. Well, it was like last week when it was first snowing here. I drove to the store because like I wasn't prepared for it, so I had to drive in the snow. But I'm in a fucking 4-wheel drive truck. Like I'm the safest person on the fucking road. And I went to the liquor store first before I went to the grocery store, and like the lady, she's like, "Why are you out driving now? It's so dangerous." I'm like, "Oh, I'm in a truck." She's like, "Yeah, but the roads are so icy still. I saw a guy in a truck almost swerve over there." And I was like, "Okay, lady, like, you're just gonna argue then, huh?" That's like, no matter what I say, she's gonna have an answer, you know? It's like, "Oh, I'm in a tank." It's like, "Yeah, but I just saw a tank."
I just saw a tank doing donuts, and he knocked down a telephone pole. Dude, why in that story though? You made her sound like the sweetest Boston lady of all time.
Nah, she's this weird looking Asian chick. You ever seen an Asian chick or an Asian person that like looks like they have Down syndrome?
What's up?
Like, you know, if someone like has half Down syndrome, they almost look Asian.
I tried listening to you, but Duel decided to staple an fucking email to my forehead, so I phased out for a second.
Yeah. Good old Lucas, dude.
Yeah, I love the guys that still send us emails, and one day we'll start reading them again. You know, maybe if they're actual questions. I mean, it's not even a question. The picture has more words.
Dude, wait, so is this chick reading our tarots?
I don't know. First off, can you explain what that means? Because it sounds like you know a little bit more than I do about this.
I just know it's cards, and then they like have stuff on them, and they say stuff about your life if they pick the card.
Like Uno?
Yes, exactly. Like Crazy Eights.
Okay. What's the difference from Crazy 8 and Uno?
Crazy Eights is when if you get an 8, you win. Or no, your 8 beats out everyone else's card.
Well, the 8 can change colors, right?
Yeah. It can be like anything, I think. I don't know. I haven't played Crazy Eights in a while, but I used to love it. I used to play.
I
with my
was
grandma.
playing Crazy Eights with my girl and everything, and then I started playing Uno. I'm like, the rules are almost identical, but they're a little bit different. Like, if I play Uno, do I really have to yell Uno when I only have 2 cards left?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
Because
true.
I'm not yelling Uno every fucking time. Or you're out of your
Well,
mind.
I feel like Uno's just like so they could sell a different like card pack. You know what I mean? Like, why not just buy a regular one and you can play anything?
Oh, was
Instead, you have to
Crazy
buy
8 the
just Uno
original?
cards. Not the original, but you know what I mean? Like Uno only works for Uno.
No, I don't know what you mean, Jim.
Yeah, like Uno only works for the game Uno. You can't play anything else on Uno cards
Oh, I get
because
what,
they're like very specific.
Oh, so you're saying you could probably make up the same exact version of Uno with a regular deck of cards.
Yeah, and just use the Joker as like reverse cards or something.
How many cards are in a Uno set?
I don't know, dude. Why would you even think I would know the answer to that? In any capacity?
Because you made it sound like, well, you don't even need to buy this multi-million-dollar board game, card game thing. Like, you can just, I mean, you kind of made it sound like you knew what you were talking about.
$multi-billion, he says.
Million, I said million. Hold on.
Multi-million-dollar, he says. Like, it's the
You-
most.
You don't
fucking-
think Uno made more than $2 million worldwide over its course of existence?
2 million isn't multi-million.
That's multiple millions of dollars.
No, that's 2 million. That's just over 1 million.
That's closer to 1 than 10.
That's a big multi you're putting on that one.
That's like saying porn star because you did an amateur shoot.
Yeah. Oh, dude, everyone always says that. Like, oh, have you heard of this porn star? It's like, dude, she does. Yeah, she did like a casting tape once.
That girl that gagged in a telephone booth.
Wait, so this lady know
Stop
how to
asking me
use...
this question. I don't know. I don't.
No,
know
I'm saying, does she
anything.
know how to use Discord?
Yes, actually, dude. So she said no. I sent her the steps like I've sent to everyone else, and she's like, "Yeah, created my account. Hopefully, there's no issues." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, awesome."
Oh, is she in here?
No, I told her 9, so she'll be here at
jeez.
9.
Yeah, but she's not even in the server.
Jem, what do you want her to do for an hour? Just stare at a blank
I don't want her to
fucking
try to
studio?
get on the podcast for an hour when it come 9 o'clock. That's what I don't want. Dude, 'cause
Well,
that's-
it might happen.
how
Duel
old
will
is she?
Duel will take. I don't know.
Like around.
Uh,
Dude, what's with you not knowing like you don't know what a dog breed is? You don't know like what kind of dogs are? I hate them.
because I went to the cigar shop. I wanted a cigar. This girl's a tarot reader. I emailed her saying, "Hey, do you want to come on?" She's like a mom. You know, she looks like she's definitely older than us. So there's that.
There's no way she's getting on this Discord call, dude. There's no
So-
fucking... Even
so
if she
when-
does, she's not gonna know how to like go to the settings to
she-
get the right mic and like.
She somehow calls me. So like, do I plug in my computer?
She's Brazilian.
I don't.
Why
Dude,
does she
I don't
sound
know.
like that?
All right. I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, his recent one with Elon Musk, the third one Elon's been on.
Yeah, that guy is fucking boring, dude. I gotta say it right off the bat.
He's
I
not
love
to
him,
me.
but he's
I
fucking boring.
I like listening to him. It's
Me too. I still listen to the whole thing, but
you're an idiot.
he's fucking god damn it. Like have some inflection or passion in your words. He's just like, I'm fucking like he's doing the most amazing shit, and he's just sitting there like, yeah, well, we launched a rocket, and this is what happens when you launch rockets. We're going to Mars in 2024. And, it's like, dude, you couldn't like, what the fuck?
Oh shit!
You want fucking Ambien?
I think he had like an ascot in this last episode. By the way,
What's that?
it's that fucking thing. It's that thing that rich preppy white guy used to wear in Scooby Doo.
Oh, that like scarf.
Yeah, it's like a scarf that goes around your neck. It's kind of like saying, "Hey, I might have HIV" or something like
There's
that.
no way he had an. I see. I only listened to it. I didn't watch it.
I think he did. It was either that or a really ass-scarty kind of scarf. I want to say the other word so bad.
Mm,
But he was talking,
raggedy.
and obviously the guy's fucking a genius in terms of marketing and business and all that. But just another like thing I just realized what him or his team does with how they market Tesla. All right, Jem. Regular cars that not anyone, but people can get, 20, 30, 40 plus $1,000 cars, right? what are cool cars in your mind? What would you give me some names of-
Lamborghini. What? What?
Duel, stop DMing me.
Oh, this
my
is a
God.
serious one.
You guys.
Oh my God, Duel. God, I just want to stab him with a fucking
Invite your
soldering
fucking
iron.
guest then. I can't roll anybody that's not here, especially when
They're
it's
not,
their day to be on the
They're not
podcast.
supposed to be here. When they
supposed to
get
be-
in, Duel, when they get in, you'll give them the credentials to join the live show. It takes 10 seconds. It takes 10 seconds. Why are you yelling?
Because I was DMing you to keep it quiet, but maybe you could handle it. Invited, so I rolled.
Gem, name a different car.
Is there
than
ever going to be an
Lamborghini.
episode where you guys don't DM back and forth the whole time?
Don't yell at me.
What do you mean? You're DMing him.
I
I'm the
stopped.
producer, and I'm telling you what I need to get things done. That's all I'm
What do
doing.
you, Duel, how
So
long
just
does it
say
take
it.
them to when they
When you're in
join
the
the
middle of a
server?
story, and that's why I DM'd it to him so that he can continue.
But you
on with
still
the
derailed
show.
it with a DM. So just say it.
He derailed it for reading it.
I know, because he's an idiot. So just say it from now on. Don't DM anymore. He's just going to get fucking confused anyway. Lamborghini, Ferrari.
No, I said that, and not anyone, but normal people, the majority of us can get. Like, which
Fuck
cars
you,
would
dude.
you say?
Fuck you.
You sound like my friend from high school,
What?
like the guy who's like, he's secretly embarrassed, but like he wants to make an awkward joke about it, so he laughs and goes, "Fuck you." Just name a fucking car, Jen.
Your friend a gremlin.
I'm bad at impersonations, and
Jesus
today is not
Christ.
helping. All right. God
dude,
damn
goblin.
it. I'm done. I'm done with my stories. You pick your stories. I'm done.
What do you mean you're done with your stories, dude?
I said pick a car.
I said Lamborghini like 20 times, and you were fucking
Jeb,
DMing with Duel.
I said
It's not my
that
fault.
The
If you DM me one more
majority,
time.
the majority, Duel, stop DMing me.
Guys, just look at them when it's time to look at them. How about that?
Stop
If it's
opening
serious,
the emails.
oh,
If you know we're not opening the emails, why are you opening them?
you know what?
Oh boy, I think that was the final straw.
I'm doing my fucking job.
Oh
Continue and do your fucking job.
jeez. He's standing up. Oh no.
He is. The first time he stood up, I think.
If I step, I get bitched at. If I don't step, I get bitched
jeez.
at.
Oh,
What
my
is
God.
going on?
Jam, can I tell you something that Duel didn't want me to mention?
He deserves this. He deserves. Let him let it out.
I know he does, but Duel quit smoking, so he's a little on edge.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I apologize for everything. You just do whatever you need, Duel.
Yeah, Duel, if you want to
Jesus
slap
Christ.
us around, we
That's all you had to
totally
tell me.
understand. Like, we understand when Dad's yelling. It's time for us to shut up.
Dude, when I was quitting cigs, you would have thought I was going through menopause. Swear to
He's
God.
definitely doing a line of coke right now.
Why Coke?
Heroin. I don't know. A downer.
Lamborghini. Oh wait, here. Let's read this email because he's actually answering what a tarot card is. So let's just read it.
Oh, thanks for sending us the fucking email, Duel.
Yeah, thank you, Lucas. Lucas is the best. I fucking love Lucas.
Thank you, Lucas and Duel.
To my knowledge, tarot cards work like this. You consciously, like you actually think about which card you pick. Pick a set of number of. Why can't I read? Jesus Christ. I don't know what just happened. Like
He
you
actually
actually
wrote in perfect grammar. He put it in parentheses and everything for you.
Yeah, like you actually think about which card you pick. Pick a set number of face down cards, like 10 or something, and then you read them, and supposedly they have something to do that has to do with your life, and it's super basic, vague shit like your goals are close or some shit. It can be convincing, but that's only because the stuff it says is so broad.
So is she like a magician?
I kind of get what he's talking about now. All right, so
Is she-
Lamborghini. What about the cards?
Is she in
Cards.
between like a magician with cards and a medium? I guess you would say that's fair.
No, there's not. It's not a magician thing.
All right, fine. All right.
A magician like fucking like, hey, which card did you pick? And then they show you your card. That's not what they do. They like
So-
predict your future.
Back to the Lamborghinis. Pick a normal car for normal people. What would be cool cars normal people would be able to get and buy?
I would say if we were playing Family Feud and you asked that question, Lamborghini would be the number one answer as a cool car. I mean, that would be
Gem.
ding, 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 number one for 69 votes. You know what I mean? And then the next second one would have like 20 votes as Ferrari or something.
I can't tell you how upset I am right now. Like I can't. Like, Jem, you know what I'm talking about. Just please stop with the
I don't.
shtick.
I really
cool
don't.
Jem, a cool
A cool car to me is a
that
Lamborghini.
a cool car that a middle class person can buy.
Well, then it's not a cool car, dude.
Ah!
Like, what do you mean? That's a dumb car. That's like
You
It's
can
an
buy a
average,
Camaro.
mediocre
You
car.
can buy a Mustang.
a
you can buy-
Camaro. He says, "What is this? The fucking 70s?
Oh my god! Oh my god! I forget that you
Who
don't
drives a
understand
fucking Camaro? You got the dice in the fucking mirror too.
the fuzzy tire. All right,
Ugh,
I'm
you
gonna
got
I'm
fucking
gonna note
shiny
this
rims
one
on it.
last. I'm gonna note this one last time, then we'll move on. Duel's
You got the
actually-
engine that like pops out the hood. It's like,
Duel's actually upset, and I feel bad. But Duel, we love you. You know this deep down.
yeah, no, I love him now that I know what's up.
He hung himself. by
I'm
the
more
way.
mad at you than him.
Me? What did I do?
So what?
Me?
Okay, what? Okay, I'll. What's a cool? I'll pretend.
No, it's over. It's whatever.
A BMW. That's
Okay.
a cool car, dude.
Never mind. All right, never mind.
No, just say. Don't take your ball, you fucking.
No, I'm taking my ball. I'm going home.
No, don't take. I'll pop that ball right now. Just go. Okay, I'll stop. I'm being annoying.
All right, I have a legit question though for you with cryptocurrency.
You can't just stop though.
No, it's not going to make sense anymore. What I was going to say.
No, but I want to know now, and it's
Okay.
gonna bug me.
One of the cool things that I've seen, and not me, like obviously there's probably a billion people who've seen this, but it was just clicking to me because I'm an idiot and I don't have cable, is that the way Tesla's marketed is not exactly, not even close to exactly, but when GM markets their Camaro, like they market it as this cool sports or muscle car. Same thing with Ford and their Mustang. The same thing with like say a Scion TC for Toyota and shit like that.
Mustang would
How
have been the right answer, by the way.
What's that?
Mustang would have been the right answer. That's like the number one, like middle class. You think you're
Yeah,
balling, but you're
yeah.
not.
A Challenger at this, a Charger, like
Charger, yeah.
those are cool cars. However, those are cool cars. No one goes Ford is cool. No one goes GM is cool. You know, no one goes Toyota is cool. But Tesla, they do market their cars individually. But when you think of like, hey, like Tesla's cool, like you think of the actual brand first before you start picking apart the branches coming off, aka the different cars. Like when you think of a Camaro, some people probably wouldn't even know what Chevrolet or GM is. The same with Mustang and Ford. But when you think of Tesla, that's not just one single car. That's the whole fucking brand.
Yeah,
So
it's like Lamborghini.
it's like Lamborghini.
It is. When people say Lamborghini, they're thinking of the brand. They're not thinking of
All right,
what. I don't even know an individual.
I'll
Lamborghini
extend an
car.
olive branch. Fair enough. However, this is a Lamborghini divided by 10. Okay.
What if you have a Maserati? Like, do you know the make and model of a fucking what kind of Maseratis there are? It's like no.
Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, I don't because I'm not balling with a Maserati, but no, I don't.
I know what you're saying though. Yeah. So Tesla's. Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of like what kind of Tesla. I don't even know if there are multiple kinds.
There's a few. But yeah, I mean that kind of helps my point. I mean, like he's we talked about this before. He markets it like Apple used to, or how they started marketing their phones. You know, just great technology. Let me showcase this. Like, does anyone even know what the fucking CEO and or owner of GM looks like? Has he ever been on stage with a turtleneck? No, it
I've
doesn't
never
happen.
even heard of GM.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I've
It's
heard of
fucking
like
crazy.
Chevy and Toyota and stuff like that, but GM? What do they make?
GM owns Chevrolet
Oh.
or GMC. To be fair, I think it's GM. Yeah, or is it General Motors?
Oh,
Chevrolet?
General
Is it-
Motors. I've heard
Yeah.
of General Motors. Okay, just kidding.
That's GM.
But they're not like an actual car brand, right?
They're the like
They just
how
make the motors and shit.
it's like how Chrysler Dodge, you know, they make the Chargers and all the other cars under Chrysler, like the Chrysler 300 or the Chrysler 200. I mean, it's GM. They make the Chevrolet cars. They make the GMC trucks and all that kind of shit.
Ah.
Yeah, look at that. Maybe we can do tarot reading on kinds of cars we might get in the future.
That's like Hondas. They make everything from like trucks to fucking lawnmowers. You know? They make everything from like Boeing fucking 67s to fucking A go-kart.
I feel like we got into a fight at a birthday party and Duel's in the corner with his hat.
What do you mean his hat?
His little pointy birthday hat that has the rubber band that keeps it on.
Yeah, the little thing where you blow and it goes like unfurls.
He didn't even eat his cake.
His is like permanently bent. Like he can't like blow on the thing anymore.
Like, all the kids are in the ball pit having a blast. He's just sitting in timeout.
Arms crossed.
Oh, arms crossed.
He's not eating his little hoodsy fucking cup with a little wooden spoon.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
No.
Do you still have cable?
No, dude, I have cable. What am I fucking?
Well, when's the last time you saw the Food Network?
How old do you think I am? The Food Network. Probably been over a decade at least.
Then you're not gonna understand what I
I watch Gordon Ramsay all the time.
Fair enough. I don't even think he's really on the Food Network though. He's on other networks usually. He's on like Channel 5 a lot. But
He's got to be on the Food Network to some degree.
To some degree. Well, I went
He's like the most famous chef in the world.
I'm not gonna get the story out.
What, dude? Oh my god! Fucking story time, Jack over here.
You got nothing today.
Yes, I do.
Then say it.
Well, I just did the whole storm bit. That was a whole
That was your bit. That was a terrible bit. I wouldn't bring it to the
well, yeah,
club
because
tonight.
fucking Duel started DMing you sand fucking tornadoes.
What?
I don't know. No,
Voltage.
what'd you say though?
Tell your what else you got today, Ben?
Mine might be longer, so you go first.
Well,
I already forgot what you said.
I was at my girl's parents' place, and they had the Food Network on,
Oh, cable, yep.
and it was Bobby Flay like competition shit. And I'm over here like, dude, is that all the Food Network is? It's just Bobby Flay is gonna fuck your wife, and you're gonna see if you can beat him. Secret ingredient time. I don't get it anymore.
This is how you make a roux. It's like jizzing on your wife's face. I don't even really know who that is.
We're calling this a bukkake souffle.
No, that is so true though. It's like anything I've seen, because I've seen like clips from like YouTube and stuff of Food Network stuff, and it's always like, let's see who can cook a beef Wellington faster while the judges fucking spray water on them. It's like, why can't we just cook, dude? Why can't you just teach me how to cook?
All right,
But I guess
what
people
you
love
got?
reality shows.
I'll keep my stand-up bits for the Comedy Cellar or whatever. Fuck it.
Your stand-up bits. Yeah, no, all those things are fake anyway. Oh no, so I was looking up stuff on Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? Because he started making a bunch of Instagram videos. He's like back, he's about to drop some music and shit. And I was fucking reading.
By the way, I don't mean to cut you off, but I mean
No, it's fine.
that's what we do all the time. So who cares? We got to get that one clip where where you bring up how the fuck did John Lennon get assassinated, but Tekashi 6ix9ine is literally telling you where his address is, and no one like, dude, we have to clip that somehow, tag him in it, and for him to be like, "What? Fuck these motherfuckers! I'm coming on their show."
Yeah, dude, I think it's because a lot of the people in the rap game are like just phonies. You know what I mean? Like I think it was yesterday to the day before, like Tekashi like ran up on Meek Mill in like a parking lot and it's like screaming at him and all that. And it's like, dude, if that was the 90s, like they both would have been dead. Like what happened to like the Suge Knights of the industry? You know what I mean? Like Jesus Christ.
P Diddy,
yeah.
that's what happened.
P Diddy happened. Yeah,
P-
dude. P
P
Diddy
Diddy
is
happened
thrown
big time.
in the fucking cave of doom.
Yeah, they saw Biggie and Tupac get shot. P Diddy ran out of there with a fur jacket, became a multi-millionaire, and they're like, you know what? I'm not going to do this whole shooting shit.
With his circle sunglasses. He's always behind some kind of like fucking Dr. Evil desk. Fucking P Diddy.
So you ran up to Tekashi 6ix9ine the other day.
Yeah, so I was watching some of the stuff and I was reading an article when I was shitting on the toilet earlier, and like they're making a docu-series about him, and it's called Supervillain. And the dude who's making it, the guy who's directed the docu-series, has never spoken to Tekashi 6ix9ine ever. And he's like making a whole series about his life. And I'm like, that's that kind of weird? Like you didn't
The
even
guy
like
who's
phone the
never
guy up.
he's never talked to him, but he's making a doc. Like, is he doing the whole walking with him through like his old town? Like, yeah, this is where I grew up, man. And he's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This looks pretty rough out here, man. Like,
Well,
kind of that kind of shit.
yeah, the way he worded it was, it's about the rise and fall of Tekashi 6ix9ine.
He had a fall, isn't
And I was
he?
like, what fall?
Yeah,
Like what? He is steadily going up Everest right now. I mean, there's
so
no fall.
basically, the YouTube clickbaity videos have reached the quote unquote mainstream. Like, how many videos do you have to see like called the downfall of Keemstar? It's like, what downfall?
Yeah.
In what way is he, this is how so and so got banned from like there's literally videos out there that would be like, this is how so and so got banned from YouTube. It's like, his channel's still up. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, not only
God,
that, like Tekashi
hate videos
6ix9ine
like
is
that.
still like, he's not just a rapper, he's like pretty much the biggest right now still. Like there's no fall. Like I just found that funny, but he apparently he calls him like a piece of shit human being who like is the worst type of person you could ever meet and all this shit. And it's like, but you didn't even meet him. Like you never even talked, you didn't even phone the guy up. Like
Wait,
I don't know. It's
hold
weird.
on. Okay, wait. You're saying, okay, never mind. I totally misunderstood you. I thought you meant a guy who's never met this person before is now going to meet him and make a docu-series.
No, he already
Wait.
made the docu-series.
Is it already out, or it's planning on being brought
It's
like published?
it's out in
or
like
something?
a week and a half.
So this guy made a documentary about someone, never talked to him once, and calls him a complete piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's literally every
It's the worst.
video. It's literally every video on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's literally every single fucking video on YouTube. And anyone who claims to be in the commentator or skeptic community on YouTube, that's literally you. So if you're judging this guy, judge yourself, because
Yep.
and that's us too. We've never met
Oh, yeah.
anyone, and we talk shit, and that's all we fucking do is just talk shit and sniff our own assholes. And this guy now did it to the point where it's a documentary about a famous current rapper.
Yes. And he's like gonna be exposing him and say, and it's like, dude, like this is only gonna help him. Like I don't know where you think like you can't. It's like the Teflon Don thing, you know what I mean? It's like nothing sticks to that guy. Nothing sticks to 6ix9ine, dude. He thrives off that shit. And he did say he's like the one thing I will say about him is he's a genius level social media networker and marketer. And it's like, yeah, dude, like can you say anything the typical like 17-year-old girl couldn't say about Tekashi 6? Like, yeah, he's good at marketing, dude. Wow. Where'd you figure that one out? You needed to direct a docuseries to figure out that bright rainbows are eye-catching and drama is like, people love drama. Like, what the
It was
fuck?
like that Netflix, what was it, the documentary, The Social Dilemma?
I
Eh,
can't believe so many people actually watch that. Like,
and
$11.
I told you, I watched it and started falling asleep. But then when I brought it up to you, it's like, yeah, it should have just been called Duh.
Yeah, duh. Like, who actually was watching that in fucking 2020 and going, wait, you're saying that these companies are using our data? It's like, dude, where have you been? For like, are you fucking 60? How, like, my mom, she was like, that was very eye-opening. I'm like, oh my God. Eye-opening? What are you?
It's your mom. She's probably coming on in 9 to read our tarot cards.
I wish my mom was into that wacky shit, man. My old landlord was. She was like, she had like crystals and stuff.
I thought you were about to say my old lady.
No, my old landlord, she like was really into like crystals and like healing and herbs and incense and shit.
Tekashi brings me back though to something where I kind of feel bad for the Beatles in a way, because when they were at the height, like the pinnacle of how famous they were, the only kind of women in this country that were going gaga over them, and the majority of girls that were into the popular music scene, were just a bunch of these skinny bitches. Nowadays, the girls that are in the fucking popular music scene today have like steroid tits and ass, and just they're sucking the meanest of mean cocks of all time. Like they just make like the girls, the whores back in the 60s would have been choir boys or whatever compared to these fucking women. Like it's night and day. I feel bad that Paul McCartney just didn't have 18 a Cardi B is sitting on his face
I know.
when he
That
was
is true.
22.
Yeah, no, it's just different now. Like I remember,
So different.
I remember way back, like back when like Joe Rogan's podcast was still new. I'll never forget. I forget who he had on, but he was saying like, he's like, Jesus Christ, what happened to? He's like, porn stars nowadays are hotter than celebrities. This was back in like fucking
My
like
God.
2010 or something.
When people ask me, like, even my girl sometimes, like, if you had to fuck one celebrity, who would you fuck? I always go to anyone. I go, I have no idea. I can tell you which porn star I want to fuck right now. I don't give a shit. Like, why would I? First off, why would I want to fuck a celebrity? They don't look as hot as these chicks.
Yeah.
You're out of your
These chicks-
mind.
These chicks are fucking bonkers. Somewhere along the line, porn stars just got like fucking Jesus Christ, like tens. But yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
that's
is
why
true.
the whole OnlyFans thing, it doesn't make sense. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand OnlyFans. It's like,
I
why
don't
would I
get it.
spend a monthly subscription on this one nothing playing video games when I can watch this girl gag for 8 straight minutes for free on X videos
Yeah, in HD too.
in HD?
And even then, like
There's
the
3D videos now.
3D.
I don't have it, but there's 3D videos, Jem.
Dude, remember back when like 3D movies were gonna be like the next big thing, and then they
And now I'm
weren't
seeing
'cause everyone had a
Bukkake
headache.
come into my eye.
Yeah, remember that though? There was like 2 movies. It was like King Kong. It's in 3D, and then like people came out with like migraines, and they're like, yeah, then didn't really catch on.
I don't remember that. No.
You don't remember 3D movies?
Oh no, I remember 3D movies, but I
course.
didn't
Get the
know
fuck
it was
outta here.
causing people headaches.
Well, do you remember how quick it died? That fad like went away.
No, there's still movies.
Dude, when's
in
the last
3D.
3D movie? Shut up.
I think all the Marvel movies are in 3D, right?
No way, no shot.
I don't know. I don't really know 3D movies like that, but I think they're still being made.
Nah, it's not a thing anymore. That hasn't been a thing for like a decade.
A decade.
VR though, VR will be one day. You'll go to the movies and you'll be like in the scene. You know, you'll be like standing next to Spider-Man.
So wait, if you fuck up your line, does the director go cut? What do you mean you'll be in the scene?
You will. You'll be sitting on the little couch in the apartment when they're having like
Peter
a scene.
Parker has to they got to suspend him down and put the green screen back up because you were fumbling with your popcorn.
I think porn's like that. Like you can actually like see the cameraman if you like turn around. You can like see the cast. There's like 17 guys with like boom mics and lights. Like really takes away.
That brings me back. I mentioned this might be this is definitely the second, but it might be the third time. Remember the Mad TV skit with Steven Seagal where it's like ultra like max or whatever, and it's like the black bars on the top bottom of the screen, but it's so thin the screen you can see the crew eating donuts to the side, and then when Steven Seagal goes off set, he starts beating the shit out of everyone so he can eat a donut.
Oh shit! What movie is that from?
That's a Mad TV skit.
Oh, it's a Mad TV skit.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite one from them.
Yeah, they had some good ones.
It's that one, and when the fat dude like apparently has 8 nipples and is a pig, and he got made fun of for being on Baywatch or something. I forget that skit, but that was a good one.
You know what I hate the most? Just talking about porns is like when people will say like, you know, porn. People think porns are real, and it's just you got to remember it's fiction. That's not real life. That's not what real sex is like. You know what I mean? And it's just like it's not fake. There's no way to act like you're fucking eating someone's asshole. You know what I mean? Like I get what they mean. Like, oh, it's like they pretending to like it and all, and it's like, yeah, but it's not fake. It's like the realest thing you can watch. Like if
It's
someone's
actually
getting DP'd, they're getting fucking DP'd. I don't care if they like it or not.
It's a 1,000,000% real, because people act as if it's like that's not just readily obtainable for everyone. It's like, no, she's getting paid to take it up the ass. Just like if you paid a whore $500 to come in her asshole, she'll let you do it.
Yeah.
Like that's real. That will really happen, and you'll probably really need to get a shot afterwards.
If it's not readily obtainable, why is it like the #1 category on the porn site? Like, it seems pretty common. I mean, you could sit every day, all day, watch, and you'll never run out of that category. You know what I mean?
If a website that shows you like the most popular or the most visited websites in the world, if they showed all websites, including porn, do you think any porn sites would be in the top 10?
Wait, say that again?
So you ever see those videos where they'll tell you like the most viewed video over this 10-year span, and like you see the chart going up in numbers, or
Yeah.
like the most downloaded apps in the past 10, 15 years? Like if you had the most visits to a site in a 10-year span. Actually, I'm answering my own question. There is a video like that. There's a video on YouTube that I believe has the most site visits of all time. And I do believe at the end of it, 2 of the top 10 websites were porn sites.
Huh.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I remember. Oh fuck! I saw a meme the other day, and I wish I remembered it or saved it, but it was like, I think it was YouTube bragging about like how many watch minutes they get, and then it was it was like Netflix and a bunch of other, like Amazon and a bunch of other sites, and then it was like Pornhub, like something billion every like hour or something. You know what I mean? Like it was just the most like I think porn sites are probably the most viewed on the internet. Like they have to be, if you think about it.
I think Google would definitely be number 1. It's just Google, like, yeah, it has to be number 1. It's kind of like saying,
Wait, what do you mean Google?
Because
no, I'm talking about videos watched.
Oh,
like how many
watched.
people are how many hours are getting watched?
Do you think more
on
people
your
watch?
site?
Yeah. So what's the most popular one? Is it still Pornhub, even though they dismantled like 70% of their videos?
Yeah, I would assume it's still Pornhub. That seems to be like the big.
Well, if you don't count them deleting a ton of their videos, then yeah, the biggest question is, what do you think gets more views and or retention, YouTube or Pornhub? Retention has to be YouTube, because guys aren't watching 1.5 hour whole featured Ron Jeremy film.
Oh, dude, I immediately skipped to the money shot. I mean, I skipped so fast. Like, it could be a 40-minute video. I'm going right to the last fucking 20 seconds.
You do the old famous, like, all right, let me get ready to bust one on my favorite part. All right, I'm about to bust it. Let me go to the money shot.
Oh, of course, dude. I always bust at the money shot. I don't know why. I always do. It's something. Once again, I think everyone else does too, because like when you see the Pornhub, like it'll show you how many people watch which sections.
Oh, that is the number.
And the money shot's always up. Mount Everest in a desert, dude. It's just couldn't be a taller fucking triangle.
If there was ever a time to put a mid-roll ad in a video, right? Yeah. Right before that guy's about to bust, start talking about your Mazda 300.
God, I wish I remember that meme though. Per hour, because it's something fucking insane.
I have a cryptocurrency question.
Yeah.
So a lot of naysayers for Dogecoin will say how there's no cap. Like that's a big thing. Like there's no cap. It's worthless to invest in a cryptocurrency with no cap, right? Like that's just the big thing. Meaning the cryptocurrency is unlimited until it's not. You know, until someone puts a cap on it. There's an infinite amount of cryptocurrencies, which kind of makes it worthless, or it does make it worthless. Whatever naysayers are saying. But
naysayers.
I don't know what else to say.
What are you fucking selling snake oil on the side of a carnival? Like these naysayers.
I'm an oil man. All right. So my question is there a cap on cryptocurrencies in a whole?
Theoretically, no.
So doesn't that theoretically make all cryptocurrencies worthless if anyone can technically make them and there's no cap on them?
Not everyone can make them.
No, I don't mean it that way. Just like not everyone can buy a cryptocurrency.
Like not everyone knows how to mine gold. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying. However, if say Doge, for example, is unlimited and people say, oh, it's worthless to invest in because it's unlimited, couldn't someone easily go, well, not anyone, cryptocurrencies can be made by people who are able to make them, and they can be made an infinite amount. There's no cap on all cryptocurrencies. So couldn't that also be worthless, just how Doge is worthless?
Yeah, I mean, it's all only as worth as much as we all pretend it is at the end
So
of
it's
the day.
all it's so even a cryptocurrency is just like a fiat currency. It's all based off
Oh
faith.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it has value in that it can't be copied. Like each coin you have can't be like copied, so it's like unique, which makes it quote unquote valuable. But that's only if someone thinks that's valuable. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh boy, she's having trouble.
yeah, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
Like, keep talking. I'm listening. I'll figure this. I can walk and talk.
No, the stock guy said it best, I think, where he was like, the reason he's not really into crypto is because like all the people who's into crypto that he knows, they all, once they make a good trade, they convert it back to money. So it's like, well, how valuable is it if the second you make some value on it, you just trade it back for American currency? You know? So it's like, I don't know. He's like, the day where I see them make a lot of money and then like keep it as crypto and spend it as crypto, it's like that, then he'll believe in it. But it's like, yeah, you can't even really spend it at most places. Like, you can't just like walk into fucking the supermarket and be like, oh, here's my Bitcoin.
Yeah, and that's something with Dodge, and where it's like, dude, a lot of people who are putting money into Dodge, it seems as if from the outside looking in, the majority of them aren't doing it because, oh, I'm going to start buying things with Dodge now. It's like they're doing it to make a quick buck, or at least try to make a quick buck. You know, I'm going to make this.
Yeah, they're treating it like a stock.
Yeah, I'm going to take this
Not as a
$500
currency.
and see if it becomes $750 and then cash out.
Yeah. So I guess his point was just like the day people start treating it like actual currency, then he'll start to believe in it. But for now, it's like they just treat it like it's a stock or investment, and then they get out right when they can, which is kind of a good point.
I'm gonna email her back and forth, but she's saying she's not seeing the waiting thing, but she's not even here yet. So I just resent her the link.
Yeah.
So I pressed the power button.
Yeah, we probably should have gotten her into the server before this. I knew that something like this would happen with her.
I'll say for now on, like 8:50 or 8:45. I know Duel's fuming over there. He's upset.
No, I mean, she should have been in the server before even today. Like, she should have been ready to go. All she has to do is log into Discord, and she's already a part of the server.
She said she created Discord. I sent her the link. I'm not putting blame on her, but I mean, dude, like shit happens. You know, that's what happens. It's scheduling, right?
No, I know, but I called that this would happen because she's, and I don't blame her, dude. She's old. By the way, it's not just because she's older. It's like people who don't use Discord, it's not the most user fucking friendly thing.
It's really not. Honestly, I feel as if for what Discord is, how has no one made anything better than Discord? Because honest to God, this isn't that. I feel like a lot of people could make a way better version of Discord than what Discord is.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
On a side note, me and my girl are having a conversation. Can you get kicked out of a church?
Of course. What kind of question is that? You get kicked out anywhere if you're fucking loud enough.
I said yes, but she was unsure. And I was going to her.
All you have to say is, okay, bring a gun and shoot it in the air. Like, what do you mean? You can get kicked out anywhere.
Well, she for some reason,
was there some protective barrier that's like, no, the Lord does not allow us to expel
that was her. That was her. Like, I was telling her, I'm like, babe, if I dressed up as Satan and went into a church, like, yeah, I would
they
think
wouldn't even let you in.
And she was going, well, doesn't that go against their like? I'm like, babe, it's their it's their church. It's not, unless it's paid for by the public, which I don't know if they are or not. It's
people get kicked out of churches for being gay. Like, what do you mean?
Are you allowed to say that again?
Yeah, because that's just describing. That's just saying someone's gay.
Yeah, they'll probably give you a fucking Medal of Honor for doing that.
Yeah. I'm sticking up for gay people, dude. Gay rights, all right. We need more gay rights. Imagine if she was listening.
Saying a gay person going into a church is like Satan going into a church.
To them, some of them, yeah.
To them.
Or if you go in and you eat pork.
Yeah, boy.
Or shrimp.
There's no way she's getting on this podcast.
What'd she say?
She hasn't gotten back to me.
Oh no.
Why dude, I don't get it. I have an iPhone and I tell them to notify me every time I have an email, yet it doesn't notify me, even though it's on automatic notification. Like, the email
Do you have the
notifications.
notification like dinged? Do you have
Yes,
like volume up and everything in a certain thing?
Well, I mean, to be fair, I turned it down for the podcast, but
well, that's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
That's why it's going bing.
That's probably why I should. I'm gonna change though the notification grouping automatic. Yes. How do I change the sound for this? Is that all you had for today's episode? Besides us then talking for another hour?
Pretty much.
Mm.
Pretty much. I just I read that article about that. I thought that was funny just because of how dumb it sounded. The 6ix9ine article thing, and then the storms. I was reading how like people are freaking out down south because of storms. Was there anything else? I don't think so. Not a lot happened.
Oh, I keep doing that and it flips me to the main studio page, but the message on it aren't loading and I'm not really sure what to do. What
The hell does that mean? Keeps flipping you to the.
I'm sending her the fucking Discord link.
Are you sure it's ours? Like, don't use an old one. Copy it right now.
I'm logged into Discord right now on my phone.
And go to invite people.
Invite.
Are you allowed to invite people to the server? Do you have like admin status?
It's just me, you, and Duel that can do it. I'm copying it.
Yeah, but didn't Duel take away some of our powers?
No, Gem, everything
Yes,
oh my God, please stop talking. I keep doing that and it flips me to the main studio page, but the messages on it aren't loading and I'm not really sure what to do. What does that mean?
She's not in here. She's not. Yeah, you're not in the right channel. Oh, it's the sidebar. See the sidebar where all the servers are? She has to go to ours. She might. Oh, no, she's not in it, though. She would say she's in it. Unless only Duel can see that. I told you to fucking get her in here, man. I told you this. No one fucking listens to me.
She should see the thing that says accept invite, right?
Yeah. Are you sending it to her on Discord?
No, I'm sending it to
Send
her.
it to her Discord.
I'm sending it to her
her.
via email.
DM her the invite on Discord.
Well, how do I do that if I don't have her her Discord?
Ask for it. Ask for what her username and number is. There she is. She's in.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there she is.
See, all you had to do was do this fucking before the podcast.
Oh, an extra 10 minutes. Duel, she's in.
No, you could have done it yesterday.
Duel, can you drag her in, please? He's not going to talk to me for the rest of the episode. I already know it.
Is he mad?
Yeah, Duel's probably.
Duel, are you upset?
How's it going, Irish Gypsy? Is it okay if we call you your regular name?
I wish you would. It's Maggie.
Oh,
Maggie.
Wait, I'm just calling you based off what it says.
No, Maggie. You want to be called Maggie? That's your name?
Yeah, that's it. Maggie McGuire.
Cool.
Yeah. It's about as Irish as you can get without having red hair.
Yeah, that is pretty Irish. Huh? I'm like half Irish.
We were talking about how you definitely checked off every box with your name. The Irish Gypsy psychic tarot reader. It's like, that was a really long name.
Right, it is. And I thought about actually shortening it, but it's now attached to like a business account and I'd have to go through a whole bunch of stuff to shorten it. And I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So
I feel like it's actually good though for like keywords and search results, you know?
Right. And it's just that's my Google name too. It's just for my YouTube channel. So
No, it's like Jem said, it's smart because it kind of like if you put that on your titles or anything or in your description, the whole search engine will be like, oh, well, here's a word that I can grab on.
Right. So do you guys have snow yet?
Yeah, what's up?
You guys have snow where you're at?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. It snowed here. Like I'm in the Northeast, Massachusetts. It snowed here like a week and a half ago, and it's still on the ground. It's like almost a foot, but it hasn't snowed yet again. What about you?
I'm in Northern California. Our winter is rain here. So
are you really in Northern? Our producers in Northern California?
Yeah, Northern California, East Bay.
That's crazy. Good. Yeah. So wait, how much did you guys get?
Rain?
Oh, okay.
We don't
didn't
get snow here. Everybody would have a heart attack if it snowed here. We have to drive to Tahoe for snow here.
Now hold on. Duel said Duel, you said you got snow. Is she, even though she's in North Cali,
No.
it's still a big difference? Oh, okay.
It must be up in the mountains or the hills or something. Yeah. That's where I have to go for snow. Well, I actually usually spend the winter in Eastern Europe, but not this year because they don't want us. So
Wait, so how warm is it in the winters there?
in Northern California,
Yeah, like where you live.
well, like right now, I think it's 57 degrees, 55, 54 degrees, actually. 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah. So it's kind of cold and chilly here for Northern California, but we're pretty spoiled here. I mean, if it gets below 65, everybody starts, saying they're so cold. So
Yeah. Brings out the
Right.
sweaters. Yeah.
right.
I need
Guys,
to. What?
Weather Channel. What are we
What?
doing?
Right. Okay.
What do you mean, dude?
I
Fuck
need
you.
to know I need to know this whole tarot reading thing because I'm oblivious. Jem knows a little bit more. Can you explain, please?
So tarot card reading it's a form of cartomancy. Do you know what that is?
No.
No. How could you ask that so seriously as if I knew what that meant?
Well, I don't know. I'm not quite sure how you guys found me. I'm assuming through my YouTube channel. So it's a form of cartomancy. So cartomancy is originally began long time ago in Eastern Europe. It's a form of fortune telling or divination using a deck of cards. And tarot cards have evolved as a form of that. We usually look at past, present, future, advice for specific issues or questions. So basically, it's a form of divination.
And how many cards are in a deck?
Typically, your traditional tarot card deck is usually 78 cards.
And when does the flop come out?
When does the did you say flop or flock or something entirely different?
The flop, like in Texas Hold'em.
I don't know. I'm not quite sure what card that would represent. So you guys don't know anything about tarot cards?
No, like you're gonna
Okay.
teach us everything today.
Am I?
Hopefully.
I know there's isn't there like specific cards and they have like different symbols on them and stuff? Like there's like a.
All of the cards have symbols on them. I mean, you could spend 20 hours just kind of going, describing certain cards. So there's major arcana cards and there's minor cards, which we call pip cards. Major arcana cards usually represent, energies that you don't really have any control over, how you react to them.
And if someone pulls a card, could one card have a different meaning for someone compared to someone else?
Well, if I'm doing a personal reading, it's personal to that person. So each card has a pretty basic, simplistic definition. On a standalone, if you just pulled one card, it would probably mean one specific thing. But when you do tarot card spreads, which kind of look like the card form of charts, it kind of changes everything and the cards kind of relate to each other. Like one ingredient versus 10 ingredients. So
Gotcha. So some cards can mean different things based off what they're paired with.
Exactly. And what's in the spread with them, because everything's kind of interrelated.
That's cool. That's really cool. How long do private readings usually last?
Well, it depends. I have a variety of different types of offers readings that I offer, and they can be as short as 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. The longest readings I do are an hour and a half. And they pretty much suck my brain dry after that. So,
well, how long have you been, Jem? I'm sorry that I'm asking all these questions.
Oh yeah, it's all right. It's all good. 20 questions over here.
About 40 years to answer your question. Was that your question?
You've been doing this for 40 years?
Yeah, I'll be 52 this year.
Wow. So when Rob Lowell was fucking doing
when he was still cute and doing well, yeah, okay.
Holy shit.
Who's Rob Lowell?
That's the thing. She knows. You don't know, Jem. That's awesome.
How old, what's the medium age in your guys's, I'm a podcast virgin, by the way. This is my very first podcast.
Nice.
Cool.
So how old are you guys?
I'm 29.
Oh, you're a baby.
Yeah.
And I'm 27, so I'm
almost
actually
30 though.
More mature.
Wow,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
This summer's
Now,
gonna be a rough birthday. 30.
if you're
now.
wondering, our demographic, like we're a small podcast right now.
Mhm.
So if you want to bail, you can.
No, it's all right. I actually, for the first time yesterday, just opened some of them. I listened to the bus driver. That was kind of funny.
The bus. Oh, like
Never heard
is that a name of a podcast?
Was it? Did I log onto the wrong Nothing's podcast?
That's a high possibility.
Never mind. I didn't watch anything.
That's
geez.
great. She thought she was coming on Key and Peele's like podcast or something. So you've been doing this for 40 years. What made you, Jem?
Wait,
Last
I was
one.
gonna.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, how old is the is like tarot reading, like the practice of it?
Oh my gosh, hundreds of years old. I know that it originated basically with early playing card decks, like old European, like hundreds of years. It's quite old. Because you can do it with a deck of regular playing cards too. That's how it began.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh
So
yeah, I can
each
hear a little bit of an echo, by the way.
Yeah, Maggie. I don't know if
You might
like, you
have
have
to
the
volume.
the speaker up or something, but when Jem talks, there's an echo on your end.
Oh, is there?
Wait, why is it just me?
That I
Oh,
don't know.
it's not there anymore.
Okay, yeah,
No?
we're
Probably
good
Dual's
now.
fault.
Are we good? See,
We're
it's
100%
it's
good.
a little different doing a podcast because I can't see anyone. I almost feel like raising my hand, except nobody can see me. So.
Wait, so you thought we were a different podcast?
No. I knew who you were. I just didn't know
Okay.
who you were, if that makes any sense. So I was
Gotcha.
trying to find you yesterday and look at, if you had any like podcast sessions posted, and I found something that I thought was you guys. Maybe
That's
it
fun.
wasn't. I
It's
guess
fine.
it wasn't.
It's not like we're on Letterman or anything, so
Oh,
you don't have to
right.
worry.
Well, I'm not either, so that's okay.
So 40 years ago, like you get into this, what made you decide this is what I want to get into?
Well, actually, 40 years ago, I was still playing with it. I used to play with tarot cards when I was a kid. And then a teenager, I started kind of experimenting with it. And then I hooked up in my 20s with psychics who actually had kind of like a storefront. They had an actual office that they did them out of. You've probably seen them, like psychics offices or psychic shops where you can go in and get readings and all other kinds of stuff. And I did that until my late 20s, early 30s. And then I got married and stopped doing it professionally for a time, and then picked it up again and started doing it professionally again in my late 30s. And I've been doing it ever since. But I just got online doing it on coming up with my own YouTube channel 6 years ago. So.
Oh, cool.
That's
What
cool,
made
yeah.
you do that? Like, what made you want to make a YouTube?
Well, my daughters, actually, I have 2 grown daughters, and they suggested, they said, Mom, there's psychics and tarot card readers on YouTube. They have their own YouTube channels, and you can start doing, readings and stuff on YouTube. So I did a little research and just kind of started it. And, it was kind of trial and error the first year or so. And that's how it started. But it actually took off quite a bit faster than I was anticipating. Didn't really understand the whole, having a global audience sort of thing. So,
Yeah, really. Were you doing any, or have you done any readings for people outside of the U.S.?
about 40% of my client base right now is international. I've had
Wow.
clients in just about most of the other countries. I even have a couple in the United Arab Emirates, not North Korea though, and not China.
What was that? The United what?
The United UAE, the United Arab Emirates. I have clients in just about every corner of the
Was that on
world.
Mars?
Is that on Mars? I was
Yeah.
just gonna
Right.
say that.
What is that? What's the Emirates?
United Arab Emirates.
Oh, Arab. Okay, so like
Yeah,
Saudi
United
Arabia.
Arab Emirates. Yeah, it's not Saudi Arabia. I think it's like right by there. It's like some protected zone.
Mm.
But
Huh.
my biggest following,
Like
according
Iraq?
to PayPal, yeah, I've had clients from there too. My biggest
Gotcha.
following is in India and
So
the
many
UK.
jokes just ran through my mind. So many horrible jokes. Iraq. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead, Maggie.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah,
I'm
my
sorry.
biggest my biggest followings are actually in the UK and India.
Biggest UK and oh, okay, that's good. That's kind of like that's like Iron Maiden. They have a huge Indian following. I have a feeling you might be familiar with the band because I love them.
I remember them. Yeah,
Ah,
I went through a
Indian-
very short headbanging phase.
nice.
Well, Indians are very like spiritual, right? I mean, the whole
Well,
karma.
everyone
and, like,
has their own psychic there. It's considered there. It's the same as how we have, our general practitioner doctors here. It's very it's an essential part of their culture and their ideology.
Shit.
And some of my Asian clients too.
yeah.
It's quite normal there. Everyone has their own psychic or their own family psychic. It's only here in the US that some people still look at it a bit askance, But it's better here than it used to be.
Were you surprised when you started like uploading videos and getting comments? Did you get a lot of like hate comments, like people like, "Oh, this is stupid," or because YouTube can be pretty ruthless?
I've only gotten a few of those, and it's only been in the last couple of years. It wasn't in the first few years, so and less than you might think. I mean, there are some haters out there, but I'm pretty quick to block them. So, I mean, I block them like immediately. So.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that. And I don't allow it on my YouTube channel,
What are the type of psychics that they'll have, and maybe this is partially what you do, like they'll have a crystal ball and they're able to talk to dead relatives or the dead or something. Is that at all in the same realm of what you do, or is that a totally different game?
I don't do anything like that. I mean, I suppose you could say that it falls under that umbrella. I mean, if the umbrella of, the umbrella of being a psychic, it probably covers a lot of different things from, reading crystal balls. It's not something it's not something I'm personally a huge believer in, but there's palmistry, there's tea reading, there's palm reading, there's
Do you have a cauldron?
No. I don't have a cauldron. I don't even
Okay.
think I own a single crystal. I'm a pretty grounded, realistic psychic. And
Well, she
when
is
I do
52,
sessions
so
with
she might
clients-
make a mean soup.
Hey,
yeah.
I make a mean soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the right season for it too. Yeah, no, I don't have a cauldron. I have some pretty big pots though.
So do you?
I mean,
are
it
you,
is Northern California.
Are you like?
That
are
was
you,
a
do you-
joke. I guess it went over your head. So
Oh, sorry.
That was a good one. I gave it a chuckle in the background.
I was busy yammering.
Yeah, we have been stepping today.
I can't help it. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no. Yeah, I forgot. I guess I was just gonna say, like, do you like fully believe in it, or is it something that you're like open minded to but doubtful
when
about?
you
Or
say
are you
it, what do you mean?
like tarot reading? I guess.
Well, I wouldn't do it if I didn't.
Okay.
Tattoos. Do you fully think the ink's going inside their skin?
No,
or
that's not what I
like-
meant.
That's kind of what you meant.
Because like I'm kind of into like astrology, but I'm not like I got like 1 foot in. I'm not like.
Oh, does astrology pair at all with tarot reading?
It completely pairs with it. It can go hand in
Really?
hand, but astrology can be a quite a complicated science. I have a sister who's a couple years older than I am, who's an astrologer, and her charts look like mathematic Greek to me. I mean, it can be very complex and complicated. I have a working knowledge of astrology because it relates with the cards. Every major arcana card has, connects to one of the zodiac signs, and the tarot cards, just like. So a deck of tarot cards, just like a deck of playing cards, has 4 different suits. And each suit is governed by one of the 4 elements: fire, air, water, and earth. And each element governs a certain aspect of life. And it makes sense if you think about it. Because, for example, pentacles in this, there's the traditional tarot card has 4 suits: pentacles, wands, cups, and swords. So swords is governed by the element of air, and also governs the air zodiac signs: Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And it usually points to its mental energy. So it usually points towards aspects in your life that have to do with information and knowledge, or people who are, head first, heart afterwards. The suit of cups is governed by the element of water, and it usually governs anything in our life which deals with emotional landscapes like relationships. Pentacles is governed by the element of earth. So when a lot of Pentacles cards comes up in your reading, it's usually about the physical structure of our life: money, finance, property, assets, job, those kind of things, long-term stability and security. So it can get quite complicated. Not complicated. There's just a lot to it, you know.
Yeah, I had no idea they correlated like that. That's because I know all about that from astrology, so that's super cool.
Right. So like if you pulled a Queen of Wands, she's kind of the Queen of Fire. So it likely represents a fire sign female, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, their sun, their moon, or their rising sign. And that's just kind of complicated to explain too. But or somebody who comes off with a pretty feisty, charismatic sort of personality. And there's court cards too, just like there is in a deck of cards. Page, Knight, Queen, and King. And they can also represent maturity levels in people.
I would get the fucking baby with a rattle card then.
The Page of Wands, right?
Yeah, sure,
the
that
Page
one.
of Wands is like the Page of Fire. So this is like somebody who's probably really creative, really sensitive, really creative, very fiery, but probably as a page, quite scattered, maybe hypersensitive.
Oh, this is
And then when
great.
they mature, they can mature to the night energy. And Knights are still on the impulsive, spontaneous side. I mean, think about their role in the medieval world, right? They had a mission and a quest. They were very fanatical about that. And they also represent in the tarot opportunities that are quite fast moving because knights are. So that's just like a little tip of the iceberg sort of thing. School.
That's just the tip.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
Well, if astrology pairs up with it, zodiac signs, right? They have to pair up with it, correct?
Absolutely. It goes hand in hand. Yeah.
So, shoot, Gem, tell her your zodiac sign.
Gemini.
Oh, that's right. He's a Gemini.
My name.
What is that? Does that mean? Does that mean he likes
Gemini.
men? What does that mean?
It's the
So that's
twins.
Yeah, it's the twins, the two faces of Gemini, sometimes called the two-faced people.
Oh, that's definitely Gemini.
People hate me. Yeah, no, people hate Geminis. That's what I've learned. In the astrology world, people hate them. I don't know what it is.
No, Geminis are awesome.
Yeah, I like being one.
Yeah.
I get why they say that though, because like there's a lot of like famous Geminis like Kanye West and stuff that are very like controversial. So people tend to like blanket that on everyone.
Right.
Oh, wait, so you said Aquarius is an air sign?
Yeah, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra are air signs. Fire signs are Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And water signs are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio.
I always
thought
think
Aquarius
Aquarius
was
is water.
water. Yeah,
Yeah,
same
because he's a
here.
water bearer, but he's actually an air sign.
Yeah, he's the water bearer, but I mean that's his like zodiac image. But he's actually an air sign.
What?
Yeah.
You just blew my fucking.
Did I just destroy 27 years of ideology or something?
you kind of did, Maggie. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming on today's episode.
Oh, sorry about that.
Holy shit, dude! I got I thought me and my dad really liked swimming together. I guess it was all a lie.
We're both air signs. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Dual's water though. Dual's water.
And air
That's why he's
signs
emotional.
usually it's considered mental or cerebral energy. You know, they tend to be quite good communicators. And water signs, for example, or if you have a lot of water in your natal chart, because you know we won't even go into rising and moon signs, but you can be it can make you more emotionally sensitive. It can make you also more psychically sensitive too. It depends on, you know, if you had like an astrologer do your birth chart. And it shows where like all the planets were at the exact minute and latitude and longitude of where you were born. And it can be very detailed in what your personality and characteristics are.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only kind of into it because I've just had some weird stuff happen in my life that kind of like went along with that. So it's kind of like I've seen certain things, and like I met someone who I was born in the same room as on the same day.
Oh, wow.
We were like completely alike, like in every single way. It was really weird. So that's kind of like why. But my mom was also kind of into like she used to do this thing where she would like rub a needle up against your wrist, and it would like spin or go back and forth, and it was supposed to like say how many kids you're gonna have or something.
Right. And I've
was, like,
heard
super
that
into
there's
that.
something similar for determining like the gender of a child, but that's outside of my kind of realm of experience.
Hmm. Do you do like Ouija board stuff? Is that like real or is
No,
that...
no, I don't do Ouija board stuff. I don't really have, you know, I don't, in terms of whether it's real or not, I haven't had any experiences with Ouija boards since I was like a teenager. So I don't really, I don't know. I'm kind of careful about yucking somebody else's yum. So I don't really have much of an opinion about it.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking air sign.
You're an air
Yeah,
sign.
I'm looking in the mirror right now. Be like, you're a lie. Everything you believe in is a lie. Like, Jesus Christ.
It makes so much sense though.
I have a question. This
Yeah.
probably, I don't know if you've ever. This is just a weird thing I did.
I live in
with-
Northern California. This is the base of weird things.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I was getting acupuncture one day, right?
Uh-huh.
And
I
after,
believe in that.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, cool. I believe in it too because it happened. It's fucking. It's crazy. Your muscles start. Like when my muscles start spasming, it's doing something. Like there's something in reality happening. So
Right.
after we were done, she busted out these little 1 inch by 1 inch tiles. They were like these plastic or glass tiles, and they were all different colors: yellow, green, blue, whatever. She goes, "Here, take your thumb and your index finger. Okay, pinch the green tile." I pinched it. She goes, "Okay, now pinch those same 2 fingers on your other hand, and I'm going to try to pull them apart." I'm like, "Okay." She tries to pull them apart, couldn't do it. She's like, "All right, grab the blue one." I do it. She tries to pull my fingers apart on the other hand, can't do it. I grab the yellow one. She's easily able to pull my fingers apart on the other hand. Like, and I'm like, how did you do that? She's like, "It's just that color with whatever I had for some reason loosened my grip on my other hand." Does that ring a bell at all to you?
Not exactly what she was doing, but I know that there's a lot of different diagnostic tools that holistic healers use, and that just sounds like one of them. I mean, some of the stuff I've heard sounds, kind of out there, but I don't discount anything. So,
The thing I was like, it happened to me, I don't
right.
know if she had like a little like dwarf in the background stabbing me with a cattle prod, but I was there and it
Ghibli
blew
son
my
of
mind.
Groin back there, right? Okay.
Yeah, she was giving me acupuncture, tiles, telling me I was Aquarius. It was a crazy day.
Yeah. Was she able to fix or help what was the issue with you?
Sorry.
No, to be fair, no. My issue did like
Well, maybe that's because you thought you were a water sign and you're really an air sign.
you son of you got freaking Maggie with the jokes over. She'll be on Letterman tonight.
Oh, that's part of my personality: compassion, humor, and practicality. I call myself a grounded psychic because I like what I do to actually have a practical application in people's lives. I mean, it's one thing to do a great feel-good reading and leave people with warm fuzzies, but I want what I do with people to actually be able to help them with real issues, and you have to be pretty grounded for that.
Not to get into too private depth, I don't want like you to say anything like that, but are you able to say like some things that you've dealt with, like why people have come to see you, like if it was like a real sudden death in the family, or maybe someone had like a serious ailment or something?
Yeah, I've had to deal with that. I've done readings with people who were at the end of the spectrum of life, or a loved one. They were going through it with a loved one who was at the end of the spectrum of life.
Wow.
I've worked with people who have lost loved ones to suicide and are, having difficulty getting over it. I mean, there's a whole range. I mean, that's one end of the spectrum of some things that people come to me with, or they're going through, relationship difficulties or breakups or divorce or work and finance stuff. I mean, you can imagine I probably do quite a bit in the realm of love and romance. But the one thing that I have seen change a lot over the last couple of decades is many, many more male clients than there ever used to be. It used to be mostly females in the beginning. And a lot of females are coming to me for career work and finance readings rather than just love like it was in the beginning too. So I think that's just, the world changing.
A lot more guys are shaving their pubes too nowadays. So
Are they? I
yeah,
hadn't heard that, but I saw something on Facebook about it the other day. So yeah.
yeah, they're buying all these groomer sets. So the marketing world saw how much money they were making off of women. So they're like, hey, let's hit this other 50% of the population.
Right. Well, the salons here, they do great wax jobs over here too.
There
so.
you go. Oh,
Yeah.
I would like if someone made a bet, I would definitely go get, the undercarriage waxed.
Yeah, but could you do it without screaming?
No, I couldn't, Maggie. Like, could I do it without screaming? Like, are you kidding? No.
Yeah, that sounds painful, man. I'm all set with that. But I heard that like men nowadays have less testosterone. Like there's actual studies that like verify that. I don't know why, but
You mean physically?
yeah, physically, like they have in their blood less testosterone, like than men did like 20 years ago. I think the article was saying.
I sometimes wonder if we've gone too much from one extreme to too much to the other extreme, where that happened, you know, like it's all about men supposedly finding their feminine self or becoming more emotionally sensitive. And, you know, I'm all for that to a certain point, but I wonder sometimes if we've gone like way too far to the other end, you know, but I'm older, so it's kind of hard for me to keep up with who's who and who's what and what I can say and what I can't say and what's politically correct. And, you know, I live in Northern California. We have every kind of lifestyle you can imagine here. It's hard for me sometimes to keep up with the right lingo and the right titles, you know?
Right.
I think the big thing with that is, and this is just a theory that's been going around for a long time. And I wouldn't say I believe in it, but I understand where it's going, where, you know, eventually humans are going to be obsolete and it's going to be AI, artificial intelligence, just robots and fucking cyber stuff and all that's stimulations and simulations.
Okay,
all.
Elon Musk. Jesus
I know,
Christ.
I know, but what I mean by that is like, I think men and women are just becoming more and more closer
Yeah, I'm not too
together.
keen on it. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that myself, but that might be like an age thing or a generational gap. I'm just not. And again, I have to be. Well, maybe this is a podcast. I don't have to be concerned about quite so much about being politically correct.
Yeah,
No,
no,
so
not at all.
please say what you
Politically
want,
incorrect,
except don't call me an
but-
air sign, but everything else is good.
I mean, I don't, right? Well, I can't help it. That's what it is. And I can't say what isn't true. But I kind of like men to be men and women to be women. Now, having said that, I live in a part of the country, of course, where there's so many different lifestyles that mix and mingle that I can't quite keep them straight. But yeah, the whole thing about men being the same as women or when women being the same as men or having, I'm just not my thing. I mean, it's difficult for me, you know?
Yeah, I'm right there with you on that one.
Yeah,
I think there's obvious
men
differences,
should
you know?
be. I like that men tend to be a bit more emotionally intuitive and aware of their emotions than they used to be, and I think that's a great progression for men not to be afraid to like talk about their emotions and share their emotions and cry if they need to and stuff like that. But I think sometimes it feels like they've gone way too far over the line, and I think it's half the women's fault. It's half my gender's fault as well for demanding that for so long.
98% the women's fault.
Right?
It's like
Is that why you have no women on your? Are there any women on your podcast?
No, we've had women on our podcast, but to be fair, I think, are you white? Because you will be the first white girl on our podcast.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm European, so I guess that qualifies as Caucasian.
She's white.
days.
She's Irish.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my father was an Irish immigrant, and my mother was Romanian. So hence the Irish Gypsy. That was my dad's nickname for me. So
this is also a theory, but it's the fact that maybe white women have it easier in America than any other species ever in existence in the world.
Probably.
So they've gotten so bored that they have to create fake problems.
Maybe, but we also had to kind of. Well, I'm talking about me. I had to kind of
over here, Jesus.
I had to kind of come up in a world where, the attitudes and opinions of women were pretty limiting. I mean, even today, think about this. I mean, we talk to men or, boys when they're kind of growing up in a way, we use language that kind of makes them feel like they're only equal to women when they're at their worst, right? You throw like a girl or you're a pussy or, something like that. And it kind of, I think, gives kind of the wrong impression. So only when they're at their weakest or their worst are they the same as girls or women,
But what happens if you call someone what is if you call someone a dick?
Right. I don't know. I don't usually, but yeah, I don't know. Or thinking, yeah, I get it. We both do it to each other.
Yeah. I mean, no,
I think
get
it's
what you're
definitely
saying,
a little
though.
bit more one-sided though.
Yeah,
I agree with what you're saying, Maggie, about.
Yeah, but I mean, we have it much easier than we used to have. Put it that way.
I'd still rather be a guy though.
Yeah, I'd still rather be a girl.
If I had to pick, what does gypsy mean? Does that mean someone like wandering person or something? I've heard that term, but
Yeah, it's because of my Roma gypsy mother, and it was my dad's nickname for me. So, and I'm a globetrotter too. I travel. I mean, I don't know if you had followed my YouTube channel from the beginning, I travel and I do my general readings. I've done them everywhere, all over Europe, Middle Eastern countries, because I have a place in Poland. And so I usually spend half the year there. And because I love to explore new countries, I usually book tours to, lots of different other countries from Poland, because the tour prices, the travel prices are geared towards the Eastern European economy. I mean, trying to book the same things from the US would be hideously expensive. So yeah, I love to travel. I'm all over the place. I've done my general readings from, North Africa, South Africa, Morocco, all over the place, Eastern Europe, France.
And any famous people or like politicians or like just really like wealthy people that you've done readings for?
Quite wealthy people, yes, but I don't know if they would be celebrities in terms of how you know them. Quite wealthy people in terms of like investment bankers, financial. I have some clients that are quite wealthy in terms of what they do for a living, but no celebrities in terms of like movie stars that I'm aware of anyway.
do they come to you in terms of their own personal lives, or are they like come to you like, hey, I want to make this investment, can you read if it's like a good?
Yes, I do that. I have a regular client that I've been working with for a couple of years, who's in Dubai, who his business is actually taking banks and opening them in other countries.
Jesus.
So yeah, and
Wow.
investment bankers and stuff, and like commercial real estate and things of that sort. Yeah.
So is Bitcoin something I should invest in?
I don't know. I'd have to do a little reading for you. I don't know. I don't know that much about Bitcoin. But yeah, so I do like a whole spectrum of readings, from very serious, intense readings, all the way down to, readings that are, maybe kind of lighthearted or have to do with, some things I consider silly, or, some clients I have difficulty sometimes working with in a reading because of my own personal ethics, but I never know. If it's a new client, I never know until the session actually starts what they want to look at, for a live reading. So,
Can
like
you prove that the white race was great?
can I prove it? I wouldn't even try. So is this person on here dual? Are one of you guys dual on now?
He's the producer.
Mhm.
Oh, is he on?
Yeah, he's here.
How did he get it? How did you get your name?
He's a Pisces.
Is,
He is.
he's a Pisces. He's a water sign. He's what you thought you were. Damn.
Why does she keeps yelling that it was Whitey who thought that, and she keeps like she's gonna staple it to my face.
And what about Whitey? Who's Whitey, and how did Whitey get his name?
I got my name from my old YouTube channel.
Oh, not because you're white?
Well, that was based off the old YouTube channel. But I'm actually Kenyan, so whatever.
Uh,
Yeah,
You're not Kenyan.
I know she knows that. You think she doesn't?
No, you said that's so serious.
I was a member of a gaming group for many years, and one of my best friends in there, his name was Duo. So I was just curious.
What do you mean gaming group?
Yeah.
RPG. I was an RPGer for like 30 years.
Like video
Holy
games?
shit!
Yeah, the last 15 years of it, we had a regular group that met at my house every Sunday to game. We would go on gaming camping trips. We did the last 15 years. We got really stuck on COC, Call of Cthulhu, because I'm a huge HP Lovecraft fan. So yeah, I love the Call of Cthulhu.
HP Lovecraft.
Yeah, the famous
Is that a candy
1920s,
company?
right? Famous
Sell
1920s
jelly
horror
beans?
writer. He was great. He used to take 3 pages just describing the driveway up to the house. It was awesome.
Is that like Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, Jem, let the joke
That's
die.
what I started off with when I was a teenager, but they developed so many different gaming systems since then,
Let's play Settlers of Catan.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Then there
know
was a
any of
wolf
this.
one. I forget what the name of that was. Something wolf, something or other. But Call of Cthulhu is what we ended up doing like the last 15, 16 years. It's a great gaming system.
Maggie,
But yeah, I was a
would you be able to do like a quick, silly, like, tarot read or whatever to Gem?
Sure.
Why me,
Huh?
Whitey?
Because fuck you. No way.
That's the question.
I'm
If you had
scared.
like a question or an issue or something, or if you wanted to know if you have a block in some area and you want to know what like a primary challenge is, or a primary, if you wanted to know what you needed to focus on for the next 6 months, I don't know,
Yes,
whatever.
that-
And
yeah, that one.
Well, yeah. Can
Yeah,
you do a
which
quick
one?
one on both? Yeah.
5 out. So which one do you mean?
The what I should focus on in the next 6 months.
Okay, and this is Gem,
Yes.
Oh shit.
my air sign, Gemini.
Yep.
Stop it.
I wish we were on camera. You could see me doing this.
Are you able to put your webcam
Um,
on? Because Discord has if you put your webcam on, boom, you'll be on camera. You're good.
how do I do that on Discord?
You just hover over, click
Is
on
there
the voice chat room live, and you'll see everybody.
Gem's gonna be upset with me.
You'll just hover over.
I see it.
At the bottom, there's different buttons.
Oh, video. Got it.
I'm sorry,
I am
guys.
a
That's
good
my
Gem.
fault.
Yeah, I remember I'm not in there, so I didn't know. You bastard.
It's thinking. It looks like it's thinking.
Yeah, it's loading currently.
Oh, it's slow.
You're having a problem.
Oh, never mind. It says allow. Let me click that.
Hi, there we go. Wow. Hello, this is everyone. This is Maggie.
Hi, everyone. Oh, you have such cute cartoon icons. So who's the guy with the hat?
That's me, Gem.
And who's the guy with the hair that looks like it's on fire?
God, she hates me today. It's Whitey.
Who is that?
Whitey.
It's Whitey.
Oh. Well, it
Yeah.
does. Your hair's like sticking straight up. Okay, so
you grew up you saw 80s hair. Don't make fun of my spiked hair.
hey, I had 80s hair.
Oh, you did the perm.
Perms. Yeah.
Oh, the perms.
I'm a summer of 69 girl. Okay, Gemini. Gem.
Wait, what sign are you?
I'm Leo. Can't
Oh,
you tell?
okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I see it now.
Okay, Gem. What primary things should you focus on for the remainder of the year? Primary focus.
I feel like says I'm gonna die or something.
None of these cards say you're gonna die.
Oh, good. Okay.
We're going to need a new co-host. Can I say one thing? Two
You can
things,
say
Maggie.
anything. Mhm.
I love just the spacing of the paintings on the wall. And
You know how long it took me to get that right, because it's
Mhm.
the spacing from the camera angle, which is not the same as spacing from like when you're standing in front of it.
of course, 100%.
Because
And
the
also,
angle,
I love your hair, because this is something that I've seen
Oh, thanks.
a lot of older women, for some reason, they cut it so short. And I'm like, why get away from that? Like long, beautiful hair on a woman. It's fucking awesome.
You just redeemed yourself totally.
Oh yeah, killing it.
With your
Doesn't even
spiky
know what
hair
he
over
did.
there.
Don't worry.
So basically, we have the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands. It's difficult because you don't have an understanding of the cards at all, and you don't need to. So basically, the Six of Wands is a card of success. You can see it shows a man who's riding into town, and he's being seen. He's being received with cheers and accolades, and the crowd is applauding. He went off to do something and accomplish something. So this is a card of success after a challenge, but it's also a card of public visibility, success through public visibility. And with it, we have the Six of Cups, which is a card that usually represents it's nostalgia, reminiscence. It usually represents people, places, and situations that you have a historical connection with, like old friends or childhood friends or lovers, things of that sort. So on a simplistic level, just these two cards represent that what you should focus on for the remainder of the year is success, particularly success through public visibility. And there may be, I don't know if how long you guys have known each other, but it might be that as well, because it looks like there's a link with people in this or in this venture as well. So it's focusing on success through increased visibility.
Well,
Jem,
like
she
it.
just said that you got to focus on this podcast and start coming to the fucking air checks before 8.
Although visibility, I guess, but in podcasts, I don't know how that translates, right? I mean, visibility, like what forms of, I guess you're on all forms of social media, all social media platforms and all of that. So basically it's focusing on increasing your social visibility, your public visibility. So have you guys been friends for a long time? Because this might mean like childhood friends or long time friends.
Like 4 years.
This is gonna sound really we can't say that word, but really flamingo-y. Me and Jen have known each other maybe like it's a code word we use for a word that we can't say on Discord or Twitch.
Okay,
but,
okay.
I'm not gonna know. Oh, okay, got it. So
yeah.
So just
what were you gonna
as
say though, Whitey? Hold on. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say me and Jen have known each other for around 4 years, but Jen, just tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the way we clicked, it's as if we've known each other for 40 years, you know?
Yeah.
This already.
No, I completely agree though. Yeah.
Well, the Six of Cups is actually one of the soulmate cards too. But just to give an example of different interpretations of this, the Six of Cups is usually a card that has some kind of history with it. So this could also represent, successfully recovering from difficult things in your past or your childhood, or overcoming things that have been part of you for a long time. I'd have to pull clarifying cards. Like if I pulled the Devil with the Six of Cups, the Devil represents addictions, temptations, vices.
Wait, did you just pull that now?
No.
Oh, okay. You're scaring me.
I was gonna say because Jem's an alcoholic.
Yeah, I'm quitting. I'm in the process of quitting alcohol right now. So I was like, wait, no, the devil.
So
he's coming to get me.
Well, when you think about it, the devil is symbolic for for negative toxic cycles. It can represent addictions, which could be like classic drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, shopping, toxic relationships, mental health disorders, cycles that we find ourselves caught in that are difficult to break free from. That's the nature of it, right? So if I pulled that Devil card with the Six of Cups, it might mean that you need to focus on successfully overcoming some kind of temptation or vice or addiction or toxic situation that you have a difficult time getting away from. I mean, it could be a toxic relationship,
Wow,
I like it.
This is great.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Shoot, am I allowed to get one?
Who's this?
Whitey.
Oh, yes.
Wait, so is that the end of mine though? What's the clarifying thing?
Well, let's clarify.
Can we do that? Sorry, Whitey.
No, I didn't know if
more.
we were done or not. Yeah,
Grab a
go for
different
it.
deck here. Let's clarify the Six of Cups.
She pulls out Judas.
There's no Judas in this deck. Clarify the Six of Cups.
Wait, what sign is the Cubs? Or
Cups is water, and it
okay.
it's usually representative of the emotional landscape of our life, because that's what water is. It's fluid, it's mercurial, which is a perfect descriptor for emotions, right? They're wonderful, they're terrible, not altogether reliable.
I wouldn't know I'm an air sign.
I know he's pouring water though, you would think.
Yeah, right? Like maybe because there's oxygen in water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so Gemini, do you have a particular friend who's a water sign that actually does this with you? Eight of Wands. Yeah, so this is really focusing quite strongly on increasing visibility and success levels. Let me clarify the Six of Wands. See, you got me started. You got me going here now.
I do. My best friend in real life is a water sign.
Okay, so to clarify the Six of Wands, which clarifying means exactly that, to try and take do a bit more of a deeper dive on it. So we have the Six of Wands, which is on a simplistic level, victory and triumph, and being seen and recognized above or as separate from other people in a positive way. So to clarify that, we have death. Don't freak out. We have death and the.
Oh no! I gotta sleep tonight. Jesus.
Here comes the alcohol.
It's not literal. No, that was the devil, not death. Okay, two different cards. Death, which represents, excuse me, a final ending. Death represents final ending so that transformation can occur. So One of the challenge, there's some kind of challenge that you need to overcome in order to increase your visibility and increase your success as your focus for the remainder of the year. And the difficulty is death, which means the ending of something. So something needs to end. You need to put something behind you once and for all. Well, what is that? I pulled an additional card. We have the Eight of Swords. So this is a card that really represents self-limitation. Now, swords, remember, is governed by the element of air, which governs mental, cerebral energy, like belief systems, ideologies, perceptions, perspectives. So that's what these swords represent. It's a card about being self-limiting in your ideas, your perspectives, your ideology.
Oh my fucking God.
What?
Because these swords represent, they can represent a variety of different ideas or perspectives or ideologies, or they can represent one, self-governing thing that keeps you held hostage. Look, she's on her knees. She's chained up at the wrist. She's blindfolded. Everything says victim. I'm helpless. I cannot free myself. However, nobody's holding her down there. The chains which are wrapped around her wrists aren't connected to anything or anyone. The gaps between the swords are plenty wide enough for her to walk through. With a twist of her wrists, those chains could fall off. She could stand up on her own 2 feet, rip the blindfold off, look around and go, I'm not really trapped. I'm not really held hostage. So it's a card of being, limited or held back by your own ideology, by your own thoughts, your own, whatever this represents. Now, if this was a personal reading, we'd take an even deeper dive on what this ideology is, but we're not doing that here. This is just kind of like an example, right?
Yeah.
Maggie,
Oh,
wow. This is spot on though. Gem's a know-it-all. Like
shut up.
He thinks he knows that. I'll give him like something to look at, or just like, hey, watch this quick 3-minute video. He's like, I know it. The game hasn't changed. I know what I'm doing. Like that. He's
I know more about podcasts than you.
Yeah, there's his ideology talking. Right there are the swords right there.
You don't be that guy.
Look at the blindfold and the sword. Every time you say something now and be like, look, those gem swords are coming out.
I know, but Maggie, you can't just pull up death on someone like this and say it's not. That scares me a little bit. Jesus Christ.
Right, but it rarely ever represents physical death because most psychics don't look at that.
Boy.
I don't usually look at that. I don't look at it as physical death unless I have a client who's actually dealing with that, or something comes up like earlier today I had a client who is dealing with the suspicious death of her younger brother, and that card did come up, and in that particular instance it does reference physical death. So, but usually we don't even look at that. Like if somebody says I want to know when I'm going to die, I wouldn't even pull cards for it because there's some things that I won't do.
Yeah, but like what if my visibility and meeting with old friends is because I died? You know what I mean? Oh jeez. I'm just kidding though. You can do Whitey now though. That was really cool. I actually enjoyed that.
That was just a short little thing.
I enjoyed it though.
Okay, so Whitey, what's your question, or what do you want to look at?
I don't know if I necessarily have a question, but maybe I can give you like a frame of mind. So
Called me a no.
So I'm always stressed out, and I'm never comfortable. And anytime I obtain a goal, I feel as if I'm never content, and I'm always looking for the next goal instead of like just being happy with where I'm at today. I don't know what you can do based off that, but I'm trying to think of a question. I don't have one. I guess so.
Let me ask you something, because I ask clients in readings to refine what they're saying so I can take a deeper look at it. So you're speaking of this as if it's a problem. So what is it interfering with? What aspect of your life does it interfere with? Does it interfere with career success or financial success or relationship success? Or are you just going to say yes?
Actually, financial, no. That's the thing. Relationships, definitely. I'm definitely short with people, and also my physical well-being. The stress gives me tension headaches all the time.
Right. Let's see what the primary fundamental challenge or cause might be.
She takes out the Uno deck.
I don't even own an Uno deck, but I remember Uno decks.
Yeah, that's what I said, Whitey. It's so old.
Do people still play Uno?
I play Uno.
No.
Oh, do you?
No, you don't.
I just started
Sober?
playing it.
So,
sober. Yes, sadly, yes, sober.
Twister. You guys are probably too young to remember that.
I
right?
remember.
Oh,
No,
I
I
remember.
remember Twister. Come on.
Oh yeah, that was.
You could never
Definitely.
play Twister sober though.
Do you remember the
Anyways.
Charleston?
The Charleston.
There's a
Like the
dance.
candy?
move.
Dude, that
No,
was like
the-
the 20s. Are you talking about the dance? I'm not that old.
I'm kidding. Oh, wait, hold on. Do you remember though? This is a candy that my dad loves. They're called Nicos, and he would call them nickels. They were these little
Nickel
chalky
wafers?
Yeah, they're like a little nickel wafers.
I think they still make them, but I don't think I've ever tried them.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah, my grandma used to eat Good and Plenty's. I hated them.
Yeah, good and plenty. It's kind of weird. They're like a fake licorice,
They are
right?
pretty disgusting.
There's-
My dad liked lemon drops. That was his thing.
Mm.
He used
Those
to
are
always have a pocket of lemon drops, and if you were in like a bad place, he'd always want to offer you lemon drops, but they always came out of his pocket with like stuff on them, like lint and stuff. You know?
Your dad had the hard
Oh,
candy
warm.
in the pockets. That's great.
Totally. But you couldn't say no because like he was my dad, right? So I just took him and ate him.
Totally. That's a big difference right there, like in generations. I don't think our generation, like with me and Jen, we don't talk about our parents like that in that like really sweet way. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. Last time I talked about my mom on here, I fucking
You got
trashed her.
mad. Yeah, you got mad at the Christmas gift
Yeah,
she
but
gave
you,
you.
you have to remember people in my age range grew up with parents who like brooked no nonsense either when it came to obeying or talking back or even talking too casually to your parents, you know?
Yeah, you can't throw your kids into traffic anymore.
Yeah, and you can't just throw them in the backseat of the station wagon with no seatbelts on either. It's amazing we even survived most of the stuff we survived, really. So, Whitey, it looks like here
Oh boy.
we have that Six of Cups again,
gee.
which is a card historically attached to the past, right? History, childhood. And the Six of Pentacles, which is kind of my breadcrumb card. So,
Oh, she's gonna tell me I
So-
was molested.
At least you're not dying, dude. Jesus.
yeah, I didn't pull death with you yet. So, it looks like the reason you do that, or one of the reasons you do that, might stem from your past. It might stem from your childhood. It might be how you were raised, or I mean, the Six of Pentacles on its surface, you can see this man is like, he's wealthy. His clothes have kind of that sheen of silk. He's obviously well-to-do, and he's weighing out all of his wealth and resources, right? So he obviously has a lot. And he's periodically throwing handfuls of these coins, these pentacles, out the window to these waiting, grasping hands, right? But we often look at this as a breadcrumb card because he's not even acknowledging or looking at who he's giving the pentacles to. He doesn't even know if they're going to the right people. This is a card that can represent someone giving to you at their own convenience when they feel like it, but not in a way that's directly personal. I mean, just on the surface from looking at this, it might have something to do with your childhood or your formative years, where you were not maybe felt that you weren't acknowledged in a personal way. It might be that part of what your ideology or mentality about, you know, constantly seeking, constantly looking for, constantly reaching out for comes from is trying to fill a void that wasn't filled on a regular or personal basis when you know, during your formative years. You know, because this is somebody who gives out when they feel like it, when it's convenient, but the giving itself isn't personal. You understand what I mean?
He doesn't tip, by the way, so that fits perfectly.
Shame on you. You should always
You
Those
should always
people
tip, Whitey.
This is Gem. This is like
I mean,
this
I could like pull clarifying cards and we could take like a deeper dive on it. If it was a personal reading, I would.
Oh, I understand.
If
This
that
is
was something
spot
you wanted.
on though, what you just said. Like this
So,
is
so in a
yeah.
personal reading, if this was something that you really wanted to work on,
Oh, shit.
because I'm clients I work on these, you know, things with, so we would kind of look at where that comes from. We would look at, you know, ways to deal with it, advice. What's the best way to tackle this? How do you, you know, I would ask for advice and pull cards on, you know, what's the best way to to actually work through this and what ways you can work through it. I mean, it can get quite in depth, in a personal reading. So, and that's my whole focus with what I do. I do some readings that, I consider, probably a bit on the trivial side, but this is really the meat and blood and bones of what I really love to do, because I want what I do to actually help my clients in a way that's you can apply on a practical, progressive way in your life, not just some hoodoo, voodoo, feel good, rainbows and Skittles kind of reading. I want it to actually make a difference. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, that was kind of deep, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
ending this podcast on a high note.
Right?
I asked Duel if he wanted one, but Duel, can you hear us? Like, do you want a quickie or no? Oh, Duel. So you're all right. Duel's good. Maggie, we're gonna like end it in just a minute. But is there? Yet again, we have a small audience, but do you want to like broadcast like your YouTube channel or anything to the people listening?
It's Irish Gypsy Psychic. All you have to do is type in Irish Gypsy Psychic onto YouTube. It'll pop up. You'll see my face, my hair, all of that kind of stuff. It's me. So if you want to, go there and look at my general readings, and there's also a link there for if you want to, email me to see what kind of services I offer and all of that.
Nice. That's awesome.
It's been a blast. Thank you so much. My very first podcast experience.
This was awesome.
You're awesome. It was very entertaining. We just had tarot reads. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea. I wasn't familiar with your channel or you before this, so I didn't know what to expect. But yeah, Maggie, you were awesome. Good sense of humor, entertaining, informative.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You said for me to end credits? You do it.
Me? Wait. Well, how do I end credits? I don't. What do I do?
Well, how do I just log off or X out or what?
Oh no, this is on me and Gem now because we don't know how to run a podcast. So what am I supposed?
You know who you are.
Plug our podcast now.
Oh, that's right. All right, let me plug our stuff to the 1.5 people who are listening right now.
This guy.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to find the.
I can't believe the tarot cards called you out for not tipping, dude. It's classic. It's classic.
I do, but Maggie, by the way, I do. I tip. I do tip. I stopped tipping delivery people because that.
Yeah, in a snowstorm.
Well, it was a bad time to start. It was a bad time. All right, guys, catch us on Twitch, 8 p.m. Eastern time on Mondays live. That's when we do it live. Check our YouTube or Twitter, Spotify, Google Podcast, Stitcher, all that stuff. We're going to end it that way. Maggie, thanks so much for coming on. And Duel, you can run the outro.
You any kind of artist? Anybody know who you are? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
You are a nothing.
You're not even doing okay.